I didn't watch the full thing regarding
Mhm.
what's his name. Mujin did a video on that one of on that Thor guy.
On the door guy,
Thor guy.
Thor guy. Hmm.
Thor, as in the guy,
Oh
as in Thor, as in
yeah,
Gaming.
as in the WoW expert. Like I get it. Like he was the Roach King of roaches. Yeah, Thor kind of made the biggest mistake in his streaming career. That's what happened, and
Be
people are
defensive.
talking.
There is another YouTuber that was having accusations again.
The fact that guy's a
Pyrocynical?
furry is disgusting. Yes,
Yeah,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
yeah, because he used to have an account with Fur Infinity. He also had an account in which is the typical furry thing. Because I know a friend of mine that is a furry.
Why am I surprised that Charlie's a fucking furry, dude?
Yeah,
Holy shit.
you Second Life is like always the furry haven of furry places. That's kind of how it is. Hey everybody, how's it going?
wait,
I'm
you're streaming now?
Yeah, I'm streaming now.
Okay.
Yeah, I apologize for that, but what happened is right now, there's some crazy stuff happenings, like anime wise. There's also the situation with censorship with the
Oh, and Steam apparently they're having issues with bankers now
yeah
because they have to bend the knee to the censorship shit.
yeah they're trying to enforce that the standards.
In my opinion, having a company go after you for buying certain things, that to me is just another step of communism. In my opinion.
Yeah, that and fascism, because it's kind of telling us you're trying to dictate to
So
the people who create these games, the people who create this stuff, that it's not okay to make these games.
So let me get this straight. If I want to buy a game with anime titties in it, I'm suddenly a predator because I want to play a game with hentai and anime titties. So I go to a website that sells adult content.
Yeah.
I'm about to be 28 today. I know, very unfortunate.
Don't worry about it, man.
I, as an adult, wanna buy a certain product with adult entertainment shit in mind.
Yeah.
And I purchase it with my own money, and yet I'm told by these big bankers, no, you cannot buy that. And I'm like, why? If this is my money, I want to spend money on an adult entertainment thing. How come I'm not permitted, despite that I need a driver's license to start a bank account?
Yeah.
That's the first thing. I need to put my social security number to start a bank account. I need to do a lot of hurdles to start a bank account. How come I'm not allowed to purchase something that with my own money?
Yeah, and that's kind of the thing. Like, it's a question that will have to be taken to the court of
Supreme Court.
Yeah, because this is
the
kind
Supreme
of
Court.
the Supreme Court should probably demand that they should take. I understand that they don't like. There's certain types of content that they don't like, but when it comes down to it, they're trying to dictate to like the stuff that's been put out there. Like there's a collectivist activist group that's been trying to influence the banks to try to take down these things. Especially the UN is also involved too, because of the fact that
The United Nations. Last I checked, didn't the United Nations have issues with actual child grooming that goes on into their organizations?
Yeah, especially with their military. The UN military was also involved in that situation too. And right now,
there's another thing I would. Sorry.
Good.
Yeah, there's another thing I would like to address. Because most of them are just pushing onto this mentality that, okay, your website is selling games that have rape in it and incest in it and supposedly pizza in it.
Yeah.
Even though last I checked, this is fictional shit, paper
Yeah.
drawn, hand drawn,
Yeah.
2D sprite shit, and most of these alleged games are meant for adult audiences in mind.
Yeah. And they're trying to say that this is a literally children situation. Like it's always been that mentality. It's the children. The problem.
Okay, let me get this straight. Okay, who the heck gave 10-year-old Tommy internet access and is suddenly using his mom's credit card to purchase adult entertainment?
Yeah.
Japanese role-playing games that are meant for 18 plus audiences. Who the heck gave little Tommy internet access and a computer and a credit card?
Yeah.
No, that's them.
That's them. And the fact that the kid basically probably stole the credit card and like there's a lot of kids that do that too, especially when it involves Fortnite. That's the biggest problem too.
Yep. I mean, you have to understand, we live in a generation where we've always had this issue. Parents refuse to take responsibility for their own actions, raising their own goddamn kids.
Yeah.
And whenever there's an issue, they're always going towards the government to ask for them to push more censorship to these things. It's like it happened with video games. It happens now with the internet. Instead of parents actually taking their own responsibilities, they would rather have big brother to take care of it.
The thing that I found out is that they're trying to they could, and you're right, that it's the parents' responsibility. Especially when I was like watching a video about the World of Warcraft community over the ERP thing. I watched that video and I thought it was an interesting video because the lady said that this is not the responsibility of the developers to nanny your kids. It's the parents' responsibility. And the fact that the issues are that people have is that I get it. You want a safety net to protect these people that are playing on an RP server that are kids. But I do agree with people that they should be educated. The parents should educate the kids on these things and tell them, hey, you're just playing pretend on a game. Don't try to take them seriously. Just have fun. Be creative about yourself, but don't go overboard on it.
The people who are pushing this kind of shit saw the Chinese internet and thought, "Oh, that should be a good idea for the rest of us. Let's censor let's censor the absolute shit out of the internet in the West."
I know.
Yeah,
they've been doing this for a while. Like literally, China had gotten away with a lot of stuff. While game developers that were literally trying to do it were getting attacked and harassed online, and they were trying to make them, like, literally these groups were trying to make them submit to their standards, and yet their standards are kind of nutsoid to the point that they've been trying to attack them, dox them, even trying to confront them in real life. Like, how do these people even exist to try to do that shit over, like, someone drawing something, over something that they don't like in the game? Yeah, harassing the person online over this stuff. Like, this is becoming a situation to where people are literally, like, wondering what the fuck is going on.
Let me rephrase this. Remember Grand Theft Auto back in the early 2000s? I never got
and
that game. I never got that game as a kid because I knew better. But other kids were talking about Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
Yet the game is rated M for mature.
Yeah.
It's 17 and older. So instead of parents taking responsibilities, they buy little Timmy a game where they have guns, mob themes, murder, explosions, car robbing, sex, adult situations.
Yeah.
Oh, perfectly good, perfectly fine for my little kid, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, yet the same soccer moms are protesting on the game, and I'm like, well, why did you buy your kid the game knowing very well there's a fucking rating system?
Yeah.
There's a big black bar on the left corner of the goddamn video game. Please stop blaming the government for more censorship when you can't do anything about something called using your goddamn common sense.
Yeah, and that's the biggest problem. Like, they're literally pissed off about it.
Yep.
And it's like, leave them be, do not bother them. And it's like they're just literally harassing the game developers over this.
Yeah, look, the game developers are not going to raise your fucking kids. That's your goddamn job.
Yeah, it's your responsibility. And if you fuck up, that's your fault. That's your fault.
Yeah. Again, I like to go back to the iPad baby situation because when I was in high school, I remember one day we were going into the bank and I saw some kids watching YouTube videos on their iPads.
Yeah.
And part of me believes, this is going to be a problem down the road. And I keep fucking seeing it. I mean, a couple of years ago, I used to work at a supermarket. Guess what I see? Moms giving their fucking little toddlers, 4 years old, mind you, a smartphone.
Yeah.
A smartphone. And yet, this is also affecting their reading comprehensive skills.
Yeah.
And I just, it's like some people don't do their research. They just give their kid a phone expecting that, the little phone here is a toy to keep, my little kid shut just to watch Cocomelon. Yeah. When I wouldn't do basic research on the Cocomelon program and how this would affect a child's behavior,
Hold on, real quick. These kids don't even watch Cocomelon. They're out here watching brain rot.
Yeah,
literal brain rot.
It's the same thing.
Yeah,
it's the same
like
thing.
There's nothing educational anymore to watch, like they used to back in the days.
No,
it's like
because
mostly all the kids are learning criminal stuff online via TikTok. You want to make money, kids? You might just lie to somebody online. Pretend you're a girl online. I'm pretty sure you can get away with a lot of stuff online pretending to be a girl, and not have to show them your identity, but you can use a picture of someone else's identity just to tell them, hey, you could get away with this by simply asking for money. And they'll give it to you, just like that.
Yep.
Like, literally, there are people online, like, especially the kids from India these days. They're literally trying to do this shit online.
I actually, a couple of days ago, I knew someone who got his, not gonna say their names. They got their Discord account hacked, and not to mention their Amazon got hacked at the same time. And I'm like, how the hell?
How the hell did you...
Somebody actually purchased a graphics card with their account.
That's crazy.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I mean, and getting hacked is a regular occurrence.
Yeah. Yeah, that's...
Give me money, sir. Give me money, sir.
Sir.
I need money for NVIDIA. Graphics card.
Sir, give me gift card now. I need gift card.
Do not redeem. Do not redeem. Yes.
Do not redeem.
Why do you have to redeem it,
I keep getting that. And I kept getting those things from the time when it probably all started when Intel left India. And it crumbled India's business infrastructure, despite the fact that they are making per capita money. Mm-hmm.
The thing is, China. How should I say this? My bad. India is unable because have you seen their infrastructure? You really think India is gonna be building semiconductors with shit like with shitty conditions like that?
Probably not.
No,
No, they
no.
have zero trees. Their country is filled with cows. Most people take
And the water is bad.
they take a shit on the streets. People have sex like it's like rabbits.
Yeah.
The water's you're right. The water's very polluted. They eat nothing
Yeah,
but
and they're
goat
trying to move to
chicken.
Japan, just to.
Yeah, no. Japan is going to go very nationalistic again.
Yeah,
That's
because of
not a
India
bad thing. That's
and
not a good thing
Kurds.
either.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the situation because it's like, yeah, it's pretty bad because they're demanding that they should put Sharia law into Japan, and it's like, nope,
No,
we're not.
no.
We're tired with this bullshit. Don't play this, please, or else we're gonna kick you out.
Yeah. Have you heard about what's going on in Europe?
What's going on in Europe?
Well, mostly England. So they're reducing the voting age to 16 years old
Oh wow.
in England. Yeah, they're fucked.
Yeah, they're fucked. They really are.
Dude,
Yeah.
England's already fucked as it is. Besides being of all things William state.
Yeah.
Yep. And piracy has been very cracking down in the UK. That so much so that Cloudflare is going after people in England who pirate.
Oh really? Like they have like anime sites or something?
Yeah, they're going after those. And Nintendo is Nintendo. I don't know if you talked about this, but Nintendo is going after people. They're going after ROM sites again, and to the point where
they've been doing that for a long time. They also were talking at an event in Japan, talking about the fact that they would get file lawsuits, frivolous lawsuits over this stuff, especially against Power World. They're filing all these frivolous lawsuits that are full of nonsense in order to stop them from getting into their copyright infringement. Like, it's no joke what they're doing is wrong, but at the same time, it is bad.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's really bad because they're really going at it with this whole issue. And I really felt like, yeah, Nintendo's going too far, but the fact that they have been going on with the whole Nintendo, like people do right now are unhappy with Nintendo, especially with the concerns about the Nintendo Switch 2 and how they're implementing all these DRM things, these protective, like, draconic DRMs to implement so that people won't pirate their games. And the fact that they're trying, like, right now, it's like Brazil is planning to sue Nintendo over this too, because if this thing is, like, for example, a guy basically said, hey, I didn't tamper with it, I didn't mess with it, I just got banned. And what happened was Nintendo was like talking to him about they brought up his Facebook thing that he was selling his games, and they were wondering who was the guy that soft mod your games. They were trying to get the guy who was soft modding the Nintendo Switch game, the Nintendo Switch systems, because they're trying to get the names of the people. Like, no joke.
You own nothing and you'll be happy.
Like, no, they're pretty much getting into people's privacy. Like, how did they know about this kid's Facebook? How did they? And they banned this kid all of a sudden getting into his privacy.
Yeah, Nintendo wants you to register the games that you bought online. Yeah, didn't people went after Xbox for this sort of crap ages ago? How come
They
Nintendo
did
got away with it?
because Nintendo is a wholesome, family-friendly company, and they
But
can't be touched.
yeah, I'm surprised people were excited for the Wii U, for the Switch 2, and yeah, that console is DRM up the ass. You have to pay $800 to get the game. You have to pay $80 just to play one game, and I'm like, what's the point?
Yeah.
Just get a Steam Deck.
I mean, Nintendo being a family-friendly company means they're pretty
Nintendo
much.
is sort of what Nintendo is doing is going after people who emulate their games. That's it.
Yeah.
They just don't want people to emulate.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem. They're going after these so-called people that they believe are pirating their games. The biggest issue is that there are a lot of games out there that are being pirated, and yet Nintendo wants to go after. They want people to they want to protect their own games. Whenever it's their games that are being pirated, it didn't help that Kotaku mentioned this when they wrote an article saying that an emulator played it better than what was on the Switch, because the Switch was, and technically it wasn't their fault because they didn't have a very powerful hardware. They wanted something cheap and easy to use for everybody. Thus, they thought the future was that idea of making a console that would be really a hybrid console, which was the Nintendo Switch, because of the fact that the Wii U did the same thing, except no one cared about the Wii U, especially the hardcore Nintendo fans. They basically thought, oh, this thing is a glorified
A glorified tablet.
Yeah, a glorified tablet, which was like a third party item, and it wasn't. But sadly, people weren't buying into the hype of it, especially the because the moment I found out, from what I heard, the what was it? What I would say, the Smash community, they didn't even know what it was. Despite the fact that they're all hardcore Nintendo fans, they didn't care what it was. Like, they were waiting for Smash, but they didn't realize that that Nintendo Wii U was a system. That's how dumb it was, because they didn't care. I paid attention. Like, I was the only one that paid attention to it. But I'm surprised people's attention spans. Like, I have ADD. People think I'm stupid. But I paid attention closely to it because I was interested in it. And people around the world were like, what is this system? And they were waiting for the first party games to come out as well, which took them a while to develop, because a lot of people were talking about that too. Hello?
I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, guys, you were talking about Nick the Gaming Otter.
Yeah, we talked about it for a few.
Yeah, you forgot that was you didn't tell me to come in. Just
Yeah, I'm sorry.
in the
You can
chat.
come in and talk about it.
Yeah.
What was
First is first.
Huh?
First is first. Did you hear about Felix Ballgunner, the guy who was the guy who died today, the guy who basically dove from space? It's quick. Rest in peace, my nigga. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Shiny.
So, but with Nick, well, let's say this: I had talked to a few people who are close to him about what happened, right? So for now, he's like Nick is in he's in recovery, but yet he needs to stay up from the internet for a while. To be honest,
Yeah, I found out today that there's been some
The
crazy
thing
stuff
is,
with your friend. Like, I understand he hanged
yeah,
out with Bro Blacks at a convention. They were making
yeah, yeah, they were like having fun, and but what happened is these people, like between Tipster's fans and Black fans, are the reason why they kind of falsely accuse Nick for everything. To be honest,
okay. I
he didn't
mentioned
do.
before, because
Yeah,
yeah, they are very overprotective of Bo Blacks because
yeah,
Bo Blacks is autistic, and they feel like
yeah.
Bo Blacks could get easily
And
take advantage of.
Tipster, not just only that, Tipster is the other situation that he kind of took too far, going back to Nick. Since the thing is, they just want to move on, but I told him to stop making those drama videos, but he was angry, then blocked me, of course.
Yeah, because right now Tipster's not in a good uh, align with the community
Yeah,
right now because of what happened.
Hector.
yeah,
Yeah,
Oh God, I haven't heard him in a long, long,
yeah,
yeah,
long.
because he
but
got into some drama and that kind of hurt his YouTube career a little bit. He decided to side with the
yeah.
left on certain things, and it's just like, okay,
And
fine.
then he kind of like basically like kind of got back to the drama against my friend because they have issues in the past, and then they want to bring it back to just have a problem with him again. That's the problem.
Hmm.
The thing is, how the drama community is, because the drama community, they just want to make drama videos that people they don't like for clout.
Yeah, and that was the biggest problem with because they basically like they have like screenshots of people that he talked to,
The problem
and
is they're not accurate.
they're not accurate.
Random, they don't know. Yeah,
Yeah, so he needs to
yeah.
address that issue too. Like, people were trying to tell him to address those issues, to explain
And
himself.
let me go to a friend of his about with Nick.
Yeah.
Like, the thing is, like he told about Nick is into older dudes, not like way younger dudes, to be
Yeah,
honest.
and I understand, but the biggest issue is that there's a moderator that was siding with the video and
Yeah,
telling him off about the whole issue was not a good idea, because that
yeah,
could just that could easily incriminate him. And the fact that, I get it that he wants it to be dropped, but it's not going to help drop the issue because people are going to continue uh,
harass him.
harassing him or continue talking about him in a
Yeah,
negative context because of the fact that he said something in a Discord conversation. Some might see it as inappropriate. Others might see it as out of context. But he
yeah,
needs to show those logs and just try to point out the parts that they took out was from a friend, which I'm not going to, like, he could have just said, hey, from a friend that I'm not going to mention, but I do have the logs right here.
yeah,
Like, he needs to get like the logs of conversations that he had with so-called strangers that he met or he didn't know,
yeah,
and
yeah,
explain his side of the story. Otherwise, they're going
yeah.
to
And I know,
continue going off on him.
yeah. Even though, like, there's the thing is, I told one of Nick's friends that he needs to stay off from the internet, and also he shouldn't be streaming as much because this is what happens when he goes too much online streaming and all this stuff, and haters will go after him.
Yeah, or he can get a moderation team to basically block everything they can. Because
Not only that, like he needs that, and the thing is, he shouldn't be going alone streaming all the time.
yeah, the thing
Thing.
is, it's like, I get that he's not well liked, but I'm pretty sure he's well liked by other people. But the problem is that he's dealing with a situation that could make or break him as a content creator.
Yeah, and the thing is, here's how it happened because, like, from one of the videos he said about he went homeless because it was like during the Switch event that he got the Switch too, but he gave it to his brother. But thing is, he had a GoFundMe, which he wants to do something like not to just recover his funds and everything. Also, he just wanted to make a organization to help out people in a way, and also he want to help out his brother's heart condition. That's the thing, you know.
Okay. The problem is that that's too many things that he has to do. He needs to be consistent with one thing. If he wanted to help out his brother, he should have just said, "Hey, here's the Switch. I gave this to my brother because my brother was having health issues, so I gave it to him because he wanted to mess with like he had health issues, so I bought it for him."
Just only that he should just use the GoFundMe to start like the first campaign to help his brother out. That's the number one thing he should do.
Yeah, one thing he should have been more transparent about that campaign and explain to them the issue.
Yeah, need to be more transparent as I am, to be honest, since I've been transparent myself.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Like, a lot of people might think he's like e-begging or something, and that's kind of the thing that kind of points out something. The reason why I can't really e-beg, because I have to deal with it. It's my situation, and even though I might just say, "Hey, I might be my internet's been down," or "I'm broke. I've been dealing with a lot of health issues lately. Been trying to do," like, I don't even try to beg for money because it's my responsibility, it's my life. No one really cares.
Yeah,
and that's the thing.
True.
And the thing is, people don't really like you or know you very well. They might just think you're taking advantage of people, and that's the thing that kind of brings up the whole point. He's a total stranger to everybody. Like, he's basically saying, "Hey, I'm a guy that's a YouTube content creator, but he only has about a certain amount of subs," and they're questioning what was going on.
Yeah, that's the number one thing that most people should really understand what's really going on, you know.
Yeah, because I understand that this was something that you guys established, that he basically was trying to say, "Hey, I'm trying to help my brother out. Can you please help me get him help?" That's what a lot of people are. Thing. Yeah, like, I know a guy that's doing that, and he's a content creator, but he was helping out his mother. You just have to be a little bit transparent about the situation. When you try to talk to people and you have a Switch and you said that you gave it to your brother, you need to be transparent on what's really going on.
Yeah,
because
that's the number one issue.
Because people might get two things crossed and question it.
Yeah, and the thing is, he needs to just take a break for now and rethink for himself. That's the thing. They should done.
Yeah, because I understand he's just his YouTube channel is his career, but he probably needs to focus on something else, like figuring out what to do with the accusations, figuring out what to do about the whole issue, because I don't really know him personally. That's the thing.
And that's the thing.
And you notice people don't care to pay attention to that. You notice that?
And the thing is, I know him for a long time, since he got into one of the dramas that, let's say, back in during the Switch release, he was able to get the Switch, but he was stuck in New York City for Like, I'm not sure how long it was, but the thing is, like, one of the content creators thought he stole money, was accusing him for stealing money, but no, the other way around. It's basically content creator didn't pay him back money.
That's what happened.
Yeah, during the first Switch release, of course.
Yeah,
In New York City.
so basically he had problems getting back home. He didn't have money,
Yeah.
and someone didn't pay him the money that was owed to him.
Yeah.
Okay. So
And
go ahead.
Etika was at it as well. That's the thing.
Yeah, that kind of sounds kind of weird what happened. Because that would make people question a lot of things. Keep in mind, it's something that you have to understand. A lot of people will question this, and they would think, something's not right here. Why is this person claiming that he's in New York and he's stuck there in New York? Was it the pandemic? Was it something else? Was it like...
It was before the pandemic, years before. It was like during the Switch release,
Okay.
in New York City.
In 2017. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So in 2017, he got a Switch, and he was stuck in New York.
Yeah.
He could
New
have
York City.
Yeah, New York City. Was it a plane? Was it a bus? Was it something?
I don't know. Like, I don't know how he got there, but he took the train or everything. But what happened is he stuck there because he didn't have any money or anything.
Okay, then that's what happened. Like, yeah, he probably spent too much money.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, yeah, that happens. Like, you basically weren't managing your money.
Yeah.
So, and he was asking for money, right?
Yeah, for help as in to get back. That's the problem.
Okay.
The thing is, he didn't get his money back from the other content creator. That's the problem.
And that content creator did not give him any money whatsoever.
You're not giving him money. That's the problem. Yeah.
That sucks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't pay him anything. Just basically just showed up in New York in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like he didn't get paid at all.
Basically, he didn't get his money back from him. But I know the content creator is by the name of Triforce. I'm not sure which Triforce channel is it, but he's with Etika.
Yeah, Triforce Gaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is, they were trying egging at him for those years until he kind of moved out to California because for job opportunities. That's the thing I know of.
Yeah, he wanted to be a TV personality.
Not really. He just wanted to find a better job. That's the reason how the Northeast.
Yeah, and you find out there's no better jobs down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could move up here, but it's like there's job opportunities everywhere, including the tech industry.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is, like, I highly doubt the situation with him. Like, it's giving me doubts. It's giving me like, okay, so he basically was stuck in New York. He could have just managed his money if he would have known how much money he had in his pocket.
Yeah, and also he should be careful not to have Triforce or anyone ask him. No, not ask him. Like, as in basically, he shouldn't lend Triforce or anyone some money. To be honest.
Yeah, without considering what was going on.
Yeah.
Because you could have just left. You could have just went home. If he was begging, if he was begging you for money, you should have gave him less money and left.
Yeah, or provide him with food or something, or
yeah, because there's nothing you could do about that situation.
Yeah,
like that was like the dumbest thing to see. And plus that's your responsibility with your money. What you do with your money is your problem. Like, even I admit I have problems with my money, and now I'm dealing with like the health issues, and I have to pay a deductible every time I fucking go, and my doctors want me to show up every fucking week, and I'm just like, I can't afford to pay $100 fucking bucks per week right now. Stop. I probably would have to tell him, hey, I'm gonna cancel this because I can't afford to pay for the showing up of appointments, because right now you're overcharging me too much for deductibles, and I'm sick and tired of doing this.
Yeah, and the thing is, right now, you know how money at the moment that we see what's going on, because let me tell you, it's like people don't know very well how to manage and everything. That's one thing, and
that's the thing. Like, I have to manage my money. I'm sorry, I don't want to go to another appointment again because you're overcharging me too much for deductible, and I don't think I want to go there. Sorry, I can't trust you.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. Like, it's costing me money to go to a doctor. It's costing me money.
I can understand that, man. Because I gotta do repairs in my house. I can't spend all my money in place. Yeah, sure. Like, I bought some furniture with the money I earned from my job, but I have to save money for car insurance. I gotta do some repairs to my AC unit. I'm dealing with a potential mold issue that I didn't realize until now. Yeah, it sucks. It really sucks, and I gotta look for another job or find an extra job or something, because and I gotta find something else to do, because I don't want to work at dead end jobs most of my life. You know?
I know, and I feel the same way too. Like, I'm working at a dead end job, and he's probably working at a dead end job too. I don't know the guy
I'm working
personally.
The thing about Nick right now, he doesn't have a job.
He doesn't have a job
at the moment.
Okay,
I was earning $16 an hour before, but now I'm only earning $14 an hour. My dead end job hardly pays. I'm not going to say where I work at, but I will say it involves the average fast food job. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
And I was unemployed for like 6 months.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's great.
Yep. Well, anyways, I gotta go to bed. I got work. Anyways.
All right. Later, squirrel.
No.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Anyway, with situation right now, he doesn't have a job right now.
He doesn't have a job. He moved to he moved to California, which is another big problem right there. That's another red flag. He didn't bother to get a job in his own local area.
Yeah. And to be honest, it would be much easier to find like a job somewhere, like, you know, it could be like a Chick-fil-A or something, you know, which they can accept, you know.
Chick-fil-A, good idea.
Yeah.
You told me he's gay, but Chick-fil-A.
Well, they're not like you know what they think, because they know about the controversy. The thing is, they accept anyone.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna point out to everybody, we're talking about a content creator known as Otter Gaming.
Gaming Otter, or his real name Nick.
And the problem with the situation with Nick is that he is being accused by a certain group of people that do not like him.
Do not like him, of course,
because they're concerned about Bo Blacks. Because of the fact that Bo Blacks is into degenerate things now and then, and I'm not gonna say what it is. Like, let's just put it this way, it's not very pretty.
Yeah.
So it's kind of what's going on with Bo Blacks, and Bo Blacks met him at a convention, and they got along pretty well, and they were talking. But what happened was, I saw one of the clips that happened to be on Tipster's one of his videos, where he was talking over Bo Blacks.
Yeah.
Which kind of upset some people, because people wanted to listen to Bo Blacks.
Yeah.
and he kind of rudely, was like going on and on and on, and they didn't like that. And it caused people to get upset with him, and they wanted to cancel this motherfucker because of
they want to cancel him because of Bo Black's
community. And this is the thing, Bo Black's community isn't friendly. I encountered one of them accusing me of stupidity, like they're literal retards.
Mm-hmm.
So they're normies.
No, they're literally retarded.
Yeah, I mean,
they're retarded. They're literally retarded people.
Yeah,
because they don't understand the context of what. Like, I remember when Bo Black's blocked me on Twitter, I didn't say anything other than the fact that I was defending Bo Black's, saying that Bo Black's is autistic when Ethan Klein was going after him, like over him laughing like autistic, and I was just saying, hey, Bo Black's is autistic. This is low hanging fruit. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
And
so
a lot of the people in that community was like being retarded, thinking I'm making fun of Bo Black's when I basically said Bo Black's is autistic. Everyone knows he's autistic. How fucking retarded can you be to not notice?
Yeah.
Very.
As much with Nick has to do is...
But the sound is very, 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 very retarded.
Yeah. And that's what pissed me off about that whole situation. Because it was like, it was stupid. And then he unblocked me after I made that video talking about... Because apparently one of his cronies showed up and accused me of hurting him. Like, what did I do? What? No, I didn't do that. I basically said he was autistic. And I really fucking hate those people. They're fucking retarded.
More.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing is,
that's what makes me angry about that. Like, it just frustrates me that these people exist online.
Yeah.
Because they don't understand the context of what I was saying. The context I was saying was that, yes, Bo Black's is literally autistic. This is low-hanging fruit. The term low-hanging fruit is a term that's used to describe, guess what? That this was not funny.
Yes, what's not funny?
Yeah, it wasn't really funny what Ian was doing.
Yeah.
I disagreed with what Ethan Klein was doing, but of course they had Bo Black's got upset and blocked me because I said that.
Yeah. And the thing is, look, right now is Nick need to do something, about his explanation. Maybe he needs to limit what he does on his screen time. Maybe.
Yeah, or he needs to find a job, and try to fix his situation and just move on from it. Despite the fact your YouTube channel is still there, you can wait a while. Like I do. I don't care if people watch this or hate this. Even my opinions can be a little bit absurd to everyone else, but when it comes down to it. That's the thing. Your YouTube channel is still there. You're not being banned. You're not being people are trying to literally report this guy.
Yeah.
Because they suspect that he is this evil, elaborate supervillain that's going going out of his way to molest the children, and I'm just like, this guy is a gay dude who is playing Nintendo games, and he doesn't have a job. We find that out
the
today.
moment.
And he's trying to move to California to find opportunities there, which is understandable.
Yeah.
Because it's literally frustrating these days to find a job where you're at.
Yeah.
And it sucks. Like, but oh well, I can find opportunities somewhere else, like I did. Because I couldn't find a job. I couldn't find a job in where I used to live, but then I found a job over there because I couldn't really find a job here. And now I'm kind of glad because I actually can afford to buy anime. So what do you think?
Yeah. For me, like I could say, if I were in Nick's situation, I would get a job, but at the same time, I know he said he used to work at Uber Eats, but what happened is his bike got stolen for some reason. But the thing is, you need to get a better log and everything, you know.
He needs to
I'm just
find,
saying.
like, he could easily, like, I get it, like he lost his bike, he lost his job.
Yeah.
And it's tough. It's tough, but I get it. Like, you want to find a job at a certain place. I get it.
Yeah.
But this whole situation, you have to deal with it. You have the time. You have the chance to basically address these issues, right? To basically address the audience that you're not these things that these people are accusing you of. But you're spending the time basically just doing these things. Like I'm playing on my Nintendo Switch with my brother's Switch.
Or trying to get trying to get money as they can for, you know, the whole situation I'm talking about.
Yeah, and I hate to say this, he needs to get a job. Like he'll find. I'm eventually. I hope he finds one. But the sad truth of the situation, man, is that he needs to get his shit together. And I'm sorry if I hate to tell you this, but he if he can't get his shit together, it's gonna like, I'm pretty sure those people at 4chan would probably come, the Anons will probably come and tell him the same thing that you told me. Okay? Go tell him that.
Yeah.
Please. To get a job.
Yeah. That's true.
Like, seriously. Like, if that's the case of the situation with him, that he's having problems, and of course flying people over there, which how did he get this money? Was it the YouTube money? Was it just...
Yeah. And the thing is, you can't rely on YouTube for money all the time, you know.
I know, and that's the thing. Like, I can't rely on YouTube at all because because the algorithm is not that great.
Yeah,
it picks the ones that are in favor of positivity. There's no positive. Like, let me put it this way: they want people that are
they are negative, and they want all the negative view. They want negativity on
the problem is toxic positivity could lead to a lot of things. One, it's not genuine.
Yeah.
It will never feel genuine to a lot of people because you're basically saying, like, for example, that let's just say if I murdered somebody and I tried to be in a positive, and I try to be in a positive attitude saying, no, I did not kill this person, then why is the blood stains on your hands? Because I was trying to save this person, And of course, in a positive way, I was trying to help this person live, but unfortunately, this person died.
Yeah.
Like, but secretly, I did murder them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not genuine. That's the problem. Like, half of these people are fake.
Yeah. And we gotta think things through.
Like, I learned a long time ago, not everyone is a very nice person. Like, I encountered some famous people, and they weren't really nice to me. There's no such thing as a positive person.
Yeah.
They're not genuine. I'm not going to name names, but I'm just telling you the truth. There are people that are not genuine. There are some people that are not really genuine.
It's not.
Because if
they're just one step away from, they're just one step away from fucking you over.
Yeah. And I learned a long time ago. You have to be very genuine when you think. When they tell you to think positive, you have to be very genuine about being positive.
That's true.
You have to be legitimately genuine. You can't be fake. You can't be acting out. You have to be genuine when you're positive. And that's the biggest problem. Like, people don't seem to understand. You have to be legitimately positive by being genuine
and real.
Yeah. Because you can't fake positivity. But there are people that can.
And for the love of God, if you're gonna make a YouTube channel, don't hire mods.
Yeah, don't.
They just make things worse. They just make things worse, especially when they're banning people for the most dumbest shit imaginable.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, with situations like this, these drama channels, they need to stop talking about all the stuff. Say, oh, this person did this person did that. Do I really care? No.
Yeah.
Like, and this is like gets annoying when I hear about what Chris Chan is doing in his life. But the point is, do I really care about this guy anymore? No. Do I care about Dark Side Phil or anything? Not really, because I'm getting tired of these.
Yeah. They're not genuine people. Why the fuck did you? Like, yes, Chris Chan's genuine, but a
genuine piece of shit.
Yeah. And yet people continue to watch this shit unfold because it's just shit. It's a pile of shit, which they think it's funny, but it just loses its. The
reason why people keep talking about Christian is because of the fact that just when you think he can't get any more fucked up, he proves everyone wrong, and that is entertaining.
Yeah. And the funny thing is that people were defending his belief in the that Sonic Chew is his husband
or his son,
and he's Laser Jesus or something like that.
Jesus Christ! But the problem is he committed a sin that he shouldn't be doing.
Yes, and of course he talks to them in the invisible world of imagination.
Oh, yeah.
That's another thing. That's a red flag right there because he's delusional, and that's sad too. because of the constant bullying that was always upon him on the internet, because of the fact that there are people out there that just don't really give a shit. They just want to see some amusing things to happen.
Yeah.
And right now, it just doesn't matter anymore. What people are you know what people are interested in?
Yeah.
What are they interested in?
It's in VTubers and other stuff.
Yeah. And yet there's drama with that, with those happenings.
Yeah.
And also current events that happen. Like they're making fun of Air India. A captain may have shut off fuel ahead of the deadly crash. Like an Indian plane just crash landed. That just recently happened. And they're making fun of that.
That's true.
Or Kai Sanat, like people are literally making fun of him. But his black community hates him for some weird reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, his own community hates him.
Yeah, I think I know why. Because to them, he's a sellout.
Right. To them, he's a sellout. But yeah, and of course, you know, I remember there was an incident with him and a woman who basically tried to blackmail him, and he basically told the truth on what happened. The girl basically took pictures of him naked while he was sleeping in bed, and he realized his fans really do stupid shit and not realize it. And that's on them.
That is true. and to this point, I'm just saying, these people, they really need to just leave other people alone. Because look, I get it. If they don't like this person, don't waste their time on them.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, find something else to do.
Yeah.
Like, go watch a movie. Do something. Like, as for me, I'm just watching anime because I'm getting tired of the anime fan base doing the same old shit over and over again, attacking literal people that were just making art or showing images of anime girls, and you get upset about this issue.
Yeah. And that's the main point I'm just talking about. People really need to just leave them alone and don't give them any attention.
Yeah.
And not like, to be honest, there's some VTubers don't want to get any attention they don't want as well, you know?
Yeah, that's kind of the negative attention.
Yeah.
Or the out of context videos that clippers do. Like anything sexual that involves it, they do that.
Yeah, that's true. And besides, you know, with all the with censorship and art, because that feminist group, Collective Shout, right?
Yeah, I heard about it. They went after the video game situation.
Yeah, they went after Steam. It's because here's the thing: they successfully get rid of No Mercy. Now they want to go for more. This is what happens when you feed the feminists what they want, and guess what? They'll want for more.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
And I basically have to tell them, like, where's your evidence? Why do you feel that this needs to be censored? Where did you come up with this idea that there's a possibility that someone will rape you when they play this game?
Yeah.
Because that's the questions that people should be asking. And why do you believe that this person is going to rape you at any moment while playing this game?
And the thing is, they're got schizophrenic. That's the problem.
Yeah, there is that, and people just believe in this schizophrenic idea that they're being
Yeah.
being attacked by it.
Yeah. And besides, I keep telling them why you are removing. Yeah.
Hold on.
Okay, wait.
I wanna ask you guys. Have you seen that one video about the woman who freaked out over ducks fucking?
Oh God! Freaked out
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
dogs fucking.
Ducks
Yeah.
fucking, as in ducks, as in
Meeting.
yes.
But yeah. Anyways,
They
continue.
really
As much.
this ducks fucking. She got upset over ducks fucking.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're mating.
Like they're mating, and she just be like, "Oh my God, the horse is being raped." Any type of animal. No,
It's
they're
the one.
mating. Yeah, like it's mating season. Why the heck are they gonna do that?
Yeah. And it always happens. They don't even know. It's animal nature. You can't control them.
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense.
And I'm just gonna say this in the situation with back to the topic with what we know, right?
Yeah.
And as I know about with situations like I say before, look, I I said this, loud and clear that let's say this: these people who are so schizophrenic over someone's gonna snuggle her whatever or any woman, and
Mhm.
the thing is like this is the same type of mindset when they're blaming violence from video games because the shootings going on, but
Yeah.
like the thing is they don't know
Guns.
majority. Yeah, the
Guns.
majority of the time, yeah, in the majority of the time, these people don't realize these people cause mass shootings or these type of violence. They don't play video games at all.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, lately we've been seeing a lot of this behavior in several communities. We've been seeing it in the RP community, like the 40K community. We were seeing this
Yeah.
type of behavior being displayed around the anime community as well, because there are concerns about certain animes.
Yeah. And the thing is, look, I'm just saying, these people really need to stop being schizophrenic about people. They don't know what they are, and they're not psychics or anything. They need to realize, look, this person didn't do anything wrong. It's just like you have to look at the person carefully, and when a slip up happens, that's we'll take action. But for now, they shouldn't be doing that. But also, let me explain about those adult games. They don't really understand that they're basically censoring. Basically, like there are games that are showing the true stories that there are women who are sexually violated, even though there are some women who made those adult games. Like I say, most, not some,
Yeah,
but most
and
women
it's
made
been around,
adult games.
and it's been around for
Yeah,
decades. Like it's been around since since the NES days,
yeah,
since the age of like
yeah,
there's several games that have the adult themes in it, and
yeah,
they don't realize that that market is only sold to adults. They don't
yeah,
seem to understand that market very well, and the fact that I work in retail for a long time to know this, that for example, the store that I work at, we sell like female sexual toys,
yeah,
and I noticed that back years ago, that these women would not buy these toys. They would use them and put them in the bathroom.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because they need that. They basically want that sexual relief. They don't want to deal with actually, physically touching people type of thing. They just want to be sexually relieved from their cramping and all that other shit.
Yeah.
That's kind of what they do. But
hold on.
Mm-hmm.
So you're telling me that you got these chicks putting using the sexual toys in store?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Where I live.
And then putting it back in. That shit is nasty.
They leave it
honestly.
in the bathroom. They leave it in the fucking bathroom.
I can't even watch those things. What the hell?
Like even the privacy bathroom, they leave it in there.
Bruh, what the fuck?
Yeah. Like it's nasty as fuck if you go into a woman's bathroom and just realize, oh my god, like even the stuff that they just use, they just use it as a tissue.
Yeah.
They use those little sex toys as tissues.
Oh god.
Yeah.
But yet they
don't want to buy it. They don't want to. They basically just use it and leave.
And you don't know the store policy is you broke it, you use it, you bought it. Yes, when you broke it, you bought it. The thing is they don't realize it might cause hygienic issues and all the stuff. Just saying. Like I know very well when if they gotta use it from the store, then the next customer will pick it up, and then they don't know if it's clean or not. That's the problem. I'm just saying.
Can you even get a BD from that use shit? Can you even get a BD? Probably.
Probably it depends because they went to they use the bathroom and leave the shit there.
Yeah.
And it's just like people have to literally clean that shit up, and it's just like, yeah, that shit's just disgusting.
Y'all bitches nasty.
Yeah, and of course we have to send it back to the company just to get credit.
And
okay,
and that's the point.
Because people just and now they have to put these little box protectors so that they won't steal it or open it up to try to steal it and use it in the bathroom.
Or use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because but if that doesn't work, they just go for the vegetable aisle and pick up a zucchini.
Oh god, no.
Yeah, it did happen. Like they left a zucchini in the fucking bathroom.
That's a classic. That's a classic. It's either the zucchini, a pickle, or
even a pickle. Even a pickle.
yeah,
they keep leaving it in the women's bathroom like it's a fucking joke. It's real. It's been confirmed.
At least it's organic. It's organic.
Yeah, at least it's organic. But they don't want to go for the real thing. And that's the sad part about it. Is like, yeah, I get it, lady. You don't want to be touched.
Yeah, and they're too afraid to be touched.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
And you want that guy, you want that awesome guy that you have a crush on. We get it, lady. We get it.
And the thing is, it feels like just like with my online ex, like let me tell you this. It was years ago, I wasn't under a different identity, and the thing is, look, my online ex kinda saw my sausage, and then, things happen, and then, what happened is, like, one of her simps kinda leaked my sausage out to a Discord server. Which
leaked out the sausage on a Discord server because you posted it to somebody?
Not really. She saw it. Not really. She saw it. She kind of screenshot it.
Okay.
It was, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is why I never saw and saw it to different women until a certain VTuber saw it, since she wanted me to see that thing, you know.
I never showed my dick to to a woman. At least I did it IRL. Yes, I have shown my dick to back in middle school to to a couple of girls. Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes. We used to do that shit back in middle school.
Now
it was
they can't deal with that shit anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm talking. But outside that, well, someone wanted to see my dick, and you know what I did? I crammed a 2-liter bottle of Pepsi outside my underwear and put my pants on, and then sent a screenshot of it. And I told her it's huge. That is. That's not just huge; it's monstrous. There's some reason I call it Nessie.
Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, there's some news that popped up. I'm gonna switch the conversation.
Yeah.
There's been some news that popped up. You know the gaming series Front Mission.
Mission. What happened?
Front Mission.
What happened?
They're planning to make Front Mission 3 remake, which I was kind of disappointed with the first game that they made, the remake, because the game is kind of like literally hard for me to understand what the fuck are they trying to do. Because they brought in this thing called Arena, and it's like, okay, cool. Because I played the first NES on emulator, and I thought it was a pretty good game. But Front Mission 3 happens to be like one of the like remakes that they made, and I know that Mekashima, they separated from the Chinese company that was making the game, and Mekashima is basically another thing that popped up, and they're thinking about making more of the series. I'm hoping they would make Front Mission 4 and Front Mission 5 remakes in the near future and release it in the US, because they never released it in the US.
Yeah.
And they already made Front Mission 2. They already released the remake for that one. This is the news about the Front Mission game. Like right now it's on Play Asia. And it's going to come out on September 18th of this year. 2025, which I'll show everybody because they want to see it. They want to see proof. Here it is. It's going to be multiple languages. Yeah.
You got sauce for that?
You got sauce for that? Oh no.
Yeah.
Sauce? Do you have any sauce? Do you have any sauces for that?
Yeah.
As a certain words I would say.
Play Asia.
Yeah.
Which,
yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Do you have a source? Yeah. My source is that I pulled it out of my ass.
I pulled it out of my ass, and this is the source that I got it from. Let's see, Devil's Engine. They're making that game too. They're releasing the classic Japanese games.
So, anyways, guys. So back with games, like the thing is, look, as much as say most hentai games are made by, or not safe for work games, adult games, mostly made by women who experience, the pleasure and all this stuff. Not just only that, there are some victims who kind of actually put their experience of how they were, being, snuggle and made into a story, into a game. That's the thing. They then don't realize how collective shower. And these feminists don't realize the truth that they don't know these games are basically they're trying to show people how bad the struggle snuggle is and all this dangerous stuff, and but they want to give more awareness to men and women about this. That's the thing, I'm just saying.
I'm sorry. Yeah, well, I'm going to let you guys talk about something.
Yeah.
All right, let me see if I can find a topic here, because I know that you
But
guys
anyways,
don't usually talk about this stuff.
the game. I know the game is not much of a big deal. Front Runners 3, but I know it's just a card game, right?
Yeah.
But anyways, well, I'm already finished playing Uma Musume, but like I didn't get much rewards. But I just spent some money like to get some carrots and play a limited gacha.
Well,
anyway.
I can imagine that they're going to plan on releasing a Yamayuse Bad Bunny version.
Bunny version. Oh,
A Bad Bunny themed horse girl. Yes, I can imagine that happening.
yeah.
So a collaboration between Uma Musume and Bad Bunny.
Yes.
Yeah, I see it never happens. That guy is a jack off. Hell no.
Yeah. The thing is,
Yeah,
besides of that,
No. Guess what? No, the thing is, it's not a horse. Don't even about it. Dude ain't a horse. The dude's on horse tranquilizers, yes, but he's not a horse.
yeah.
I mean, he's too busy riding the minds of young Puerto Ricans with his communist crap.
Yeah.
Nah, he's kind of, I don't know. He's like saying, "Oh, we need independence from the U.S." Okay.
Bullshit.
What are you trying to do? I'm making music. Great. Are you helping out the island?
As a matter of fact, the guy thinks that because he has the Americans, he thinks that all Puerto Ricans on his side. The only people who are on his side are absolute fucking rejects, and people from the University of Puerto Rico. Honestly, if you go to a public university like UO California or University of Puerto Rico, you pretty much just serve what you get in life.
Mm-hmm.
You pretty much just serve what you get.
Yeah.
Don't even think about going to a college.
Man. There's got to be some news. About something. Like...
people were talking about the what's the name? They replaced Hunter Schafer. Hunter Schafer, who was that one tranny who was going to be Zelda.
Yeah.
With young.
Not a freaking out.
With two British actors.
Yeah, one that. Bo Bragason and Benjamin Evan Ainsworth.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's confirmed because it's confirmed. Miyamoto himself confirmed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the thing is, they don't want to ruin, the actual gender of them, and they don't want to make,
people confused about the gender norms and everything. It's like, I get it. Like, that's kind of the thing. Well, I gotta go take care of something. I'll be right back. You guys go ahead and continue talking about this if you want to. Or I can take a break.
We can take a break while we talk.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and start this break thing here. So here we go.
You are watching Anime Night, hosted by JT Vega and his co-host Striker Red Live on Kick. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Follow us on social media for interesting anime you never ever
might
seen
gotta
or
do
heard
a
of
collab
before.
with him sometimes anyway.
Video sales, which is primarily a male consumer industry.
Each month, about 100 new anime products appear on Japanese television, film, and video, generating between 100 and 160 million pounds annually. A substantial amount, but just a fraction of the profits generated by a relentless strategy of cross-merchandising, toys, comic books, model kits, and increasingly video games. For Westerners brought up on the idea that cartoons are for children, it's difficult to comprehend serious topics being dealt with in animated form. But even the style of animation is a far cry from kids' TV.
One of the main things is the use of shading. If you look at a lot of American cartoons, particularly early ones, lots of flat colours are used. If an area is in shadow, like down the side of a face or something, they don't bother to differentiate that.
Manga comics too have an adult following. Originally developed for children, they became a symbol of rebellion and political unrest. By reading immature comics, the Japanese people were rejecting their powerful, conformist society.
The very reasons why students first began to start reading manga was precisely because it was for children, and by reading it, to some degree, they were being risky and they were being stubborn and refusing to conform to the idea of what a responsible adult and member of civil society ought to be doing in Japanese society. This is a society which has not promoted individualism in the 20th century, and as a result, individualistic youth have had to find another sphere other than adulthood in which they can express themselves, and the obvious one that comes to mind is about childhood.
Yes, this is the feeling! Oh, it's good to be moving so freely again.
Most of the characters are cute, and in a lot of the male fantasies, a lot of the women drawn from men have little girls' faces, etc. Now, I really think that's related to the idea that the place where you can realise yourself as an individual is so strongly equated with childhood and being childish.
One of the biggest criticisms levelled against the anime we see in the West concerns the depiction of women and the displays of overt violence. Just doing my job. But whether these portrayals are inherent in all genres of anime or just the sci-fi action-adventure ones we tend to see is a matter of debate for two of the UK's most prominent anime personalities.
Fire! I have heard it argued that anime presents very, very strong positive role models for women. I find this very doubtful. It is true that anime do exist which are made for a female audience. We do not get them over here. With a few notable exceptions, such as the films of Hayao Miyazaki, every single female you see in anime is put in that show for the benefit and titillation of a male audience.
Most female science fiction fans feel that action, violence are issues that concern everybody. A man on the receiving end of a good kicking is likely to get hurt just as much as a woman is. But the problem that most of us have with the image of anime, and indeed with the image of action-oriented science fiction, is that when women are made into recipients, ciphers, metaphors for the underdog, we find that very alienating.
There are basically only 6 types of women you can expect to see in the anime we get over here. They are the older woman, the tomboy, the girl next door, the frilly younger sister, the little child, and the disposable foreign female. And most characters will conform to those stereotypes.
There are many, many science fiction and action-adventure anime which have strong female heroines who are nobody's bimbos. But that isn't an aspect that a lot of companies choose to emphasise in their marketing in the West.
One area of anime that people can agree on is the Japanese preoccupation with technology in general and robots in particular. Originally developed to explore the significance of Japan's defeat in World War II, the themes of destruction and rebirth through sacrifice are played out again and again in the past, the present, and the future.
It's ironic, given that they're the only country in the world to have suffered an atomic bomb, but I think they see technology and science as a very positive thing and a very friendly thing, as witness the fact that in their factories and things they have robots, and whereas we in the West tend to fear automation and the advance of science taking over from man, I think they see it as a very positive thing that can help mankind.
Despite the limitations enforced on anime outside of Japan, its distinctive style of animation is becoming increasingly popular in other areas of popular culture.
The graphics are so strong that they've been used by bands and by DJs. We have 2 sorts of lines going in terms of clothing, one which is this clubwear, streetwear line, and one which is more cyberpunky.
The appeal of anime may have been stunted by misconceptions that wrongly defined it, but for those already seduced by it, and those with an endless appetite for science fiction, anime continues to grow in popularity, as Shinenkai, the 1997 European Anime Convention, illustrated.
In previous years it's been almost entirely British guests, but this time we deliberately aimed some of our promotion at the continent. We're expecting to approach about 600. All the events are completely filled up. They're a lot more popular than we anticipated.
The American domination of the science fiction genre may continue, but the Japanese contribution cannot be dismissed. Month after month, they turn out some of the wildest and edgiest science fiction around. And as the largest consumer of science fiction in the world, they know their stuff.
No! Heritage!
Sir, this is a McDonald's. We don't have a McLolly-pussy and a Cunny soda. Do you want a Big Mac and Coke with fries instead?
Whatever you do, children, don't suck dick for a PlayStation 5. You'll regret it. I mean it. This is a PSA.
When I'm making animation, I'm not thinking if I'm going to show this to Americans, but I believe that when they see it, they understand. Anime's been growing every year. I've been in the business now for about 8 years, and every year more and more people get into it.
We didn't know if Japanese animation would fit into American culture.
Stop! Don't move around, sir!
And they come and buy everything we have.
Back 10 years ago when I first really got into this, anime fandom was sort of scattered all over the place.
Of course I want Americans to watch a lot of animation.
People were just sort of making 17th generation copies of tapes.
I want a lot of fans in America.
They got a Japanese uncle that got them to translate the story.
I personally think some of my popularity in America came because my work got here before other people's films, early in the anime boom.
Being at this convention makes me think American fans are becoming more like Japanese fans.
As time passes, more anime artists will be famous here, and I'll be happy to fade into relative obscurity.
I think anime is getting really popular. When I travel abroad, I see it on TV. And fans are not only in Japan. See, I'm being interviewed in America.
In my Golf Force character designs and mecha designs, I'm happy to admit that I took some of my inspiration from American movies I saw as a child. The character Aluza is the head of the crew. She needed to look like a real leader, so I made her uniform different from the others, and I gave her swept back hair. For the character Luffy, they asked me to design someone rebellious and extremely straightforward. I decided to make her a sort of punk, which I showed by her hairstyle and the small star on her cheek.
They've knocked out my Psycon. Man, I'm out of this one.
In the world of Golf Force, men don't even exist. There's no sexism in the design, it's just that masculinity and femininity don't play a part. I think I made the characters more attractive by not revealing their sexuality overtly. Repressing it actually made them more sexual.
Here's the situation. The G-Canceler's offline, so we're gonna have to go out and repair it ourselves.
Go outside?
That's risky. Maybe I should get behind and push.
Altogether, I made the characters more lifelike and more clearly defined. This helped the voice actresses get into their characters.
My favorite all-time anime is like stuff that nobody's heard of because I saw this in Korean actually. It's Roses of Versailles. I really enjoyed the art. It's very high stylized.
For me, the thing I liked best about it was that it brought my whole family together.
You know what?
I'm
not gonna question it.
I'm
not gonna question it. I'm just gonna keep listening.
Yeah.
We're just talking about how Shiny got groomed by a VTuber, which was some crazy shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
So basically, you got in. So basically, you fell in love with her because of her ASMR.
Not really. It's just like, I got like. Here's the thing is, I didn't fall in love. Basically, I got like some weird mind control going on. It's like I don't know what's screwing my head over, both. So I fall asleep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that reminds me of it reminds me of when sirens in ancient Greece, when they would sing their melody in order to attract men to their doom.
Yeah.
And also in Germany too, because ancient Germany. In fact, with the famous story of Lorelei.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, Lorelei was a siren from Rhine-Westphalia who would attract sailors to their doom when they were navigating the river. In fact, they actually named the river after her. It's in a region of Rhine-Westphalia, which is not too close from. If my geography actually, let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rhine River. That is. Yeah, it was in fact the beautiful maiden who threw herself into the river, the Rhine River, in despair over a fatal lover. It was transformed into a siren who lured fishermen to destruction. The myth is associated with a large rock named Lorelei, which sits on the bank of the Rhine River near St. Ghosthausen, Germany, and it's known for an echo.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's a German legend.
Yep.
From the Rhine River is bordering Liechtenstein, Austria, and Germany. Yeah, it is in fact the Rhine River. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so woo. Okay. Oh, okay. So yeah, so these people actually got pissed off over the fact that they replaced her, and then you got people saying that's not my Zelda. Well, that was not my Zelda to begin with, because, well, let's be honest. Zelda was not a trans woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let me post this on shitposting. This is gonna be crazy.
Sounds about right.
Look at this. These people actually got mad over the fact that an actual female actress would play a female character.
I don't know why they would get obsessive about this. It's like, okay, Zelda is a woman. Why the fuck are you gonna get upset with him? With a so-called woman playing the part of a woman? It does not make any sense. We want her to be trans. It's like, we want representation. We tried that.
Person this dick, dude.
Yeah, and it's like they're always being demanding of something, trying to set the trend of the culture into the wrong fucking direction, which turns into a really bad experience for everybody. And it's like, I get they want representation, but this is not it, Chief. I'm sorry. Because we're not always going to have a pride parade ready for you guys at every moment you want it to be. Hell, everyone wishes they have a pride parade, but not right now. Is not the best time.
Yeah. So everyone, like, look, we already have enough for it as it is. They only have 1 month, and that's it.
Yeah.
it's not even hell. Even then, it got turned into Men's Health Awareness Month, rightfully so.
Yeah, because everyone kind of suffered. I suffered from it.
Yeah.
Because I was about to go snap and go crazy because of how bad it was during the pandemic.
Yeah. And for me, look, during the pandemic,
I was about to, like, I'm going to be honest with you guys. What happened was I kept getting phone calls from India, the scam callers. That was what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
And they kept calling me at early mornings, constantly asking me for to basically supply them with information about insurance, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, I can't really give you that information. And then I click, and then of course again they keep doing it again and again and again and again and again, and I'm just like, I could not sleep very well. I was getting high blood pressure. I wanted to fucking kill one.
Yeah.
Because
of
how upset I was with the phone calls. But luckily I got them back for it by pretending to be AI. Just to waste their fucking time saying, "I'm sorry. May I help you, sir? I'm afraid you have the wrong number, sir. Please call again next time." Like, I was just basically distracting this person because the more they waste they're wasting their time. They're wasting my time. I just want to be left alone. I just want to get some shut-eye in the mornings because I go to work. I get off at 11 p.m. I don't get a lot of sleep, and I keep getting sleep from 7 o'clock. Calls that were just literally at 7 p.m. in the morning, and I just was like getting highly stressed out with these phone calls. And I really, and I'm really sorry if I have to say this to any Indian out there who is watching this. Please stop calling me. I am not interested in any of the things you're selling or talking to me about right now. I understand you're trying to make money, but this is not the time or place to do it. When I'm trying to get some shut-eye, I'm literally trying to get some shut-eye. And if you do that again, it's just going to cause more problems. Karma is a bitch, and it's not going to be for a good day. You can smile all you want, you can laugh all you want, but it's just going to lead to some more bad problems.
Yeah, there's these Pajeets. These Pajeets are not exactly, they are really fucking adamant at this, aren't they?
Yeah, they're really adamant about calling people and trying to scam them. And that's the thing I'm so upset about is that I am getting calls and it was like the miserable, and it was during the pandemic, and especially the scam calls. I was getting a lot of them, and I just was basically just fed up with it. I just couldn't stand it. Especially I was getting like freaking COVID tests up the yin yang, and I called up the insurance company about this, and I told them I did not order this. I did not talk to any doctor about this. I was stuck in the hospital. Yeah. I was stuck in my house. I wasn't able to go to get an appointment because they were giving out appointments to all the immigrants, helping them out.
You know, you could have just sold those COVID tests.
I could have sold them, but they're just trash. They're just useless. Yeah. They were just trying to get kickbacks from selling these things. They were useless tests that were just scams.
Yep, and my parents got scammed from this. My family got scammed from this.
Yeah, you just have to call the your if it's in your insurance company, call them. If it's in if it's under Medicare, you call them and complain
Thing
to
is,
them
they got it
about
from-
this.
They got it from a church. That's why.
Yeah.
In my case, I only had them in my life. I think it was 4 times total, and it was the long swabs. You know the ones. Holy fucking shit!
So I'm gonna go ahead and change the subject because it really pissed me off, and it was the saddest part of my life dealing with that issue,
dude.
During the pandemic.
Dude, you should have seen me and my stepdad. We almost killed each other during the pandemic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was pretty fucking anal about not catching the coof.
Yeah.
And I even shouted, "Oh, you wanna go? Let's fucking go!"
We're gonna street fight outside. We're gonna go and tell people we fought it out.
Yeah, let's fucking go, bitch.
Yeah. Okay, I'm looking at this right now, and I can't believe I can't believe this.
Yeah. What is it?
You know that anime? They're finally announcing season 2 of Reborn as a Vending Machine.
Oh God.
Remember that anime?
Yeah.
Cringing. Like it was what? I think it's a bad idea because I have not met a single person who thought this anime was a good idea.
But yet it somehow gets another season.
And
it just is like okay. So the plot line to this, for those who don't know, it's a middle-aged man with only one passion in his life meets a fitting end in a traffic accident, and that's where the story would end. But instead, this is when his story begins, when he was reborn as he admired most of life, a vending machine. But his new lease on life happened in the worst possible. What can a vending machine do in a monster-infested dungeon when he can't speak or even move his own?
Yeah.
So yeah, he can't really say much, and he's trying to communicate with these people, and for some reason he's like inventing like items to basically help these people out. And I thought it was like a really interesting anime because he not only did he helped feed these people. Like next minute he's like this soda machine, then another minute he's like a snack machine, then a weapons machine.
Anyways, guys, I'm gonna get off to bed because I had to do some stuff in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Later.
it's gonna come out. It's gonna be premiering in Japan on July 2nd, and streaming on Crunchyroll on the as it airs.
I'll be honest with you. If you guys really want to get pissed off over something, it's get pissed off at the fact that Run a Girlfriend is still going.
Yeah. And yet they ended the manga.
Get pissed at that instead.
Yeah.
At least My Left to Finish is actually entertaining in the dumbest way possible. And I mean in the dumbest way possible. This shit is entertaining.
Yeah.
I will defend this anime with my life if I had to.
Yeah, they had to. Oh, so Jam Project returns for One Punch Man Season 3. And you know who Jam Project is.
Damn. Those who don't know, Jam Project is this massive anti-song orchestra
yeah, they're like they're veteran music artists. that have done very good popular projects for anime. They're very popular. Yeah. They're very popular music artists from, like, I'm surprised they had one that recently passed away. Great guy. It's a shame that he passed away.
Two of the most famous members are Rika Matsumoto and Hironobu Kageyama, the man responsible for pretty much all the Dragon Ball intros. Mr. Dragon Ball himself, Rika Matsumoto, that's the chick who voiced Ash Ketchum in the Japanese Pokemon.
Yeah.
That's one of her famous roles. Yeah. Those are two famous examples of members of Jam Project. They also, one of the examples of the songs they did was they did the intro for the first season of One Punch Man.
Yeah.
Which, banger.
Yeah, so the news is that Viz has acquired the master license to the second season, including the digital streaming rights for One Punch Man, to show it to North America, Latin America, and Oceania, which is like
Australia and New Zealand.
Yeah. And maybe Hawaii. We don't know.
No, Australia doesn't fall on that.
Okay, that's fair.
Australia doesn't fall on that one. Yeah, Australia falls on it's U.S. territory in insane ways.
Okay.
Guam is.
Guam, yeah.
And
Guam is, yeah.
And the thing is, in the case of Oceania, well, it isn't just Australia and New Zealand. It also addresses the entirety of the Pacific Ocean.
That's fair. Yeah, because they're getting ready for One Punch Man season 3, and that's coming out on October. And
it'll probably be as boring as the second season.
I don't mind it being boring because it was entertaining for what it was. Because he basically just smacks the shit out of one person, and that person became his friend.
Yeah, King.
Yeah, because he was just like, you just smacked me. Yeah. Because every time he punches, he's like, it hurts. And he doesn't try, like...
In King's case, he was basically saying, I don't want to be a hero anymore. I just want to play video games all day.
Yeah, that's what he was doing. And even... Sometimes I was just like, yeah, same here. Let's go play video games. You can come to my house.
At my house, play some video.
Yeah, let's play some video games. It was like, because he was on his day off. It was like, and they hang out playing video games. That was the funny thing about that series.
And then you got Tatsumaki's sister, Fubuki.
Yeah.
Well, her little sister.
Her little sister, who was like a grown ass woman. That's what she was.
Of all things, I remember that she was actually a lot more. Well, at least she was a better character than Tatsumaki in the case of attitude.
Yeah. Well, I looked into my DVD case. It could be a bootleg because they say this is Crunchyroll, but I kept getting Filmation intro.
Oh, let me guess. You're still at it because of the Etzel Saga DVD.
Yeah. Because I bought the Exo Saga DVD just to show it to people. I know that Crunchyroll owns the rights to stream it, but the fact is that when we watched it last night together, we had some good moments, didn't we? Yes or no?
Yeah, honestly, dude, I'll be honest with you. It's a Saga was actually one of the. It's a Saga is actually something else when it comes to being an anime comedy because it was one of the. It was pretty fucking absurd.
Yeah,
and it still is.
Yeah, it is absurd. I'm surprised that they did this. It was like one of the best. It was one of the best animes they ever did.
Yeah, and they didn't take it seriously. Like they didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
They did not give a shit, especially especially when you're reading the credits. But yeah. The thing is, no, it's not a bootleg. It's actually real because this was during the Funimation back when ADB during the takeover.
During the takeover of the purchase of Funimation with Crunchyroll.
Not just Funimation, but this was during the takeover of ADB.
Yeah.
And Sentai Filmworks.
And I wish ADB would. I wish the licenses would just release the licenses for these animes, and just put them on Blu-ray or DVD. Like, at least give the fans that like this series a chance to have this on Blu-ray. Like, come on, who would want XL Saga on Blu-ray? Answer down below, guys. Come on, please. Answer it down below. Do you want XL Saga on Blu-ray? Write to Crunchyroll and ask them that. Hey, I'd like to consider buying a collector set of an old anime that you guys have under your license and streaming, which was XL Saga. Would it be a cool idea to demand that they should release a Blu-ray limited edition, I don't care, or a standard edition of this anime? It doesn't have to be big or huge or fancy, just something that they could release. Because it's kind of weird how we see like classic animes that are somewhat has a small following among the niche audience. Like, I remember last night I showed you an anime called Brain Powered, and Brain Powered did have a small following, but it wasn't that huge. I know there's several other animes that has a small following, and they have been asking for a Blu-ray for those things.
But the thing is, I don't have Blu-ray at all.
Yeah,
I don't have a Blu-ray player. I don't have a Blu-ray player.
I know, but there's a small audience out there that own Blu-ray players that watch it in 4K or whatever the heck they
4K.
Yeah, like the movie snobs, as I call them. The VHS users, the video watchers. That's the thing. Like, I want people to think about it for a moment. If you want to watch it on streaming, that's fine. But I prefer to watch it physically. I prefer to watch it with a physical disc because that's how I was back in the days. That's how I watched anime. I watched it on VHS back in those days. Like, the physical copy of an anime. I would rather watch it on, even though maybe on TV, if they would show it. But if you like your own collection that you have, would you watch it? That's a question I like to ask the audience out there. That's the question I want to ask. Would you watch a physical copy? Would you want a physical copy of an anime that you always liked, but you couldn't find that anime because of the licensing limbo that it was in? Would you like to see it on a Blu-ray or on a DVD possibly find it there and watch it? That's the question I like to ask. I know that some of you out there are probably like, what the heck is this guy talking about? Well, I'm talking about people who own Blu-ray, DVD players, or they possibly use their PlayStation 5 to watch it, or their PlayStation 4 to watch Blu-ray movies. Hello? What do you think, man? What do you think? Come on. I need some opinions. I need some opinions.
I would. The problem is, well, some of these are on titanium, though.
Yeah.
And even more so considering that streaming is a lot more convenient.
Yeah.
That's their logic, not mine.
It is, but at the same time, you're seeing this pattern of the situation has changed because they're trying to discontinue these type of things because of the fact that the movie industry is shifting into the streaming verse because they know that there is a market for that, but at the same time there's also a market for Blu-rays and DVDs for physical copies because people want to watch their movies in private without the internet or anything like that, just to watch a movie.
Especially when it comes to how should I say this, a natural disaster.
Yeah.
And you have no internet. You need to something to pass the time.
Yeah. And you use a power generator to watch a movie.
And a DVD player.
Yeah. And a DVD or Blu-ray player. Either way, it wouldn't matter because they both play the same format, depending on how you.
Can you actually wait? DVDs actually work on Blu-ray players.
Yeah.
Really?
Certain ones. I actually played my DVD player on the PlayStation 5. And it's a Blu-ray. It's a 4K Blu-ray player.
I actually didn't know that.
Yeah.
Because I always thought these are Blu-ray players. There's no way they're gonna be playing DVDs.
That's the thing.
Or anything like that.
That's the thing. Like the PlayStation, the reason why they did that with the PlayStation 4, because they thought, I thought they discontinued. Their mentality was, we thought that they discontinued DVDs, but Walmart still sells them because people still buy them.
It's the I did see a bunch of DVD, a bunch of blind DVDs still.
Yeah, people still buy them even if they're not like anything that's like a crappy movie or a movie that they remembered as a kid, that people would buy it. Like I bought like a DVD of Annie. And I wanted to watch it because I haven't seen Annie in a long time because it was a good musical. And of course I got like the 30th anniversary or the 40th anniversary of Annie, and I looked at it and I was like, oh shit, the actress that played her.
Oh wait, how should I say this? The original one.
Yeah, the original one. Not the
other one.
Not the other one, because the other one kind of is just like, yeah.
That. Yeah, that's a hell no. Automatic. I saw the movie on TV though.
Yeah.
But I'm not into musicals.
Yeah, I watch musicals once in a while when I feel like it. And it's like, I mean, there's so many, like, there's like even old cartoons right now. I heard that they're bringing back a classic called Huckleberry Hound Show. It's getting a complete Blu-ray series. Yeah. Oh my darling, you know that character who sings "Oh my darling," oh my, yeah. So
yes, sir.
Warner Brothers is trying to bring that back. And I'm looking at the news right now of this. So this is from CN News Schedule, and I was like looking at it going like, this is what they're trying to do. Like this is what they're saying. Okay, so Huckleberry Hound Show is getting a complete series Blu-ray from Warner Brother Archives, coming on a remarkable large 11 discs, including the original bumpers and bridges, rarely seen in vintage commercials, as well as other extras. Will be released on August 26th at $70. Which a lot of people are probably thinking, what the heck is Huckleberry Finn? I never seen this show before. It's an old cartoon show back in the days when animation was cheap.
Huckleberry Hound was from, let's just say that he came out somewhere around the 50s, and 70s, 50s to 60s.
And they were really entertaining, and even I watched it as a kid growing up, the reruns of it. The funny thing about it is, like, the weird thing I feel bad about is that they don't really say much about this, and I'm surprised that the fact that there's a lot more going on. Like, I found out Robot Chicken is getting a disc collection set, and I'm just like, oh shit.
Really though?
Yeah. Yeah, Robot Chicken is getting complete DVD set, currently priced at $150.69 on Amazon. Probably would sell cheaper than most places. It will feature 223 episodes, including Star Wars, DC and Christmas and Walking Dead and Archie specials.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's another
thing. Uncensored.
Yeah.
And uncensored too.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I honestly would probably buy the Huckleberry Hound Show just so I can collect that and then give that to my nephew just to show him what we watched when I was a kid. Because when I remembered showing a little girl of Woody Woodpecker, and no, I didn't, and please don't make that joke, please don't. It's a cartoon show. Like, we're all cartoon fanatics in a way, but I feel bad that the cartoons are just getting really bad. And oh yeah, guess what they're doing? And this came out in June. Mr. Miracle is getting an adult animated adaptation from WB Animation, and this is Tom King's the showrunner. No network known yet. Information will be revealed tomorrow. So they're planning to make Mr. Miracle based on the comic book. Good luck to them. But as for Nyanya Banana, why is she? I thought she was gonna set her graduation thing on the 19th.
It's this Saturday.
Yeah. Since I began streaming into, and I feel bad that she's rebranding herself, because she wasn't that bad of a streamer.
She was actually the complete opposite.
Yeah, she's like the complete opposite, but she just makes fun of things. I remember she pulled out a gun in a live stream.
Yeah, I remember her.
I'm going to pow you.
I remember that.
Yeah. Bang bang.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Boom, mommy. Yeah, I can just remember. I can just remember this one. Like we just. Batman. But see what they're trying to do. Oh wow. It's probably isn't a badge of honor for many, but for me, because I called GOG out for what they did to the game Devotion, just one post. Who was the one person? She got blocked by GOG. Devotion. The post got me blocked.
That's retarded.
Yeah, for posting that. That's what happened. Permaban really got and all her content is just political stuff.
Well, it's either that or just basically she's a Taiwanese doomer who hates on everybody. So
yeah.
To be fair,
she kind of does have a.
So did he?
Yeah. Notice how you can conveniently ignore.
Oh, what the? Oh.
Yeah, the AI.
Okay. They want to engineer meat so people can be allergic to meat. WEF. Why am I not surprised it's fucking... I know it's how conveniently ignored you are supposed to choose the same drama and different comment. This group targets over media. Not just which you over rely to justify censorship. New Grok Chan? Banned. Freeman? Banned. Your favorite Sonic fan art? Banned. This is porn culture. How the fuck is this porn culture? How the fuck is this porn culture? If you think normalizing and utilizing an almost childlike appearing pornified female anime character with spicy as your AI chatbot tool does not affect how you see women or desensitize you to sexual abuse association that we are cut. No. Listen to me. You chronically online projecting ass bitch.
Yeah.
You're the one who's cut.
So Millie Mac is also getting upset about this too. I uninstalled because of this. Made me realize your intentions are not good with this AI, and I will not invite the spirit in my home because Gorg is the enemy. And it's like Gorg, the new AI companion. Like, people are literally upset with this thing, and it's just like, look, I don't. This is people literally customizing the character. Imagine the number of unhinged, uncensored, not safe for work apps that you can create. Gork is an AI girlfriend or boyfriend is fire, according to Elon Musk. And it's like a lot of people are saying, okay, and this is the thing. When men who claim that rape simulation game, along with the misogynist content they consume, has no bearing in the real world behaviors, send us sexist abuse and threats, we can't help but notice the irony. You're gross little pro censorship piggy. Tell me, how does it help the women being raped in the UK by men who don't play video games? The whole point of it is kind of obvious.
I'm savvy at it again, ma'am.
Yeah, because it's an activist group that's been trying to take down certain video games. And this is the thing. This has been talked about. Like, retry again. I gotta go ahead. Yeah, it's like they're trying to alter the guidelines to Steam to basically say you need to pay, you need to censor this or else we're going to go.
And never occurred lowering this image.
Yeah, because they're forcing payment processors to do this because the rules and guidelines for this whole issue is that hate speech to promote hatred and violence and discrimination against groups of people based on ethnicity, religion. So this is basically the Abraham Accords.
No, it's so much. You mean the Hays Code, not the Abraham Code. That's something else entirely.
The Hays Code and the Abraham Accords as well, because it's also in there too. That includes.
Okay, then.
Because,
okay, if you know. Okay, explain what the Abraham Accord is, because that is I know it's related to Saudi Arabia and Israel.
Okay, let me point out something. Israel. Okay, because I recalled there was a Israel situation with Texas, because they were forcing people to abide by please don't protest against us. Like a teacher.
What the ADL?
Yeah, a teacher basically was fighting this whole thing. Let me see if I could find it. Teacher was fired for not
in America, we're supposed to have, we had apparently freedom of speech.
A teacher was fired for not supporting Israel after refusing to sign a contract clause prohibiting boycotts of Israel. This occurred in Texas, where a speech pathologist Behe Awa, whatever her name is, if I can't, Emoa, Behai, I can't even pronounce her name, because I'm sorry. I apologize. Determined her stance, in addition to an English teacher in Oakland, was fired for wearing Free Palestine pin, which some students found discomforting. So, this is what's going on. Like, people are being fired for supporting Palestine.
Yeah, Maui.
And it's been debated upon. This is like back in 2018. And then of course it happened with a firing of another teacher being like, this is the type of stuff that people don't talk about, and especially aka your biggest YouTuber of all time doesn't talk about. So yeah, hate speech is included in that whole situation too. Adult content isn't appropriately labeled by age. Libelous defamatory statements. Content you don't own and have acquired rights to. Content that violates laws and jurisdictions that are available. Content that is permanently offensive and intended to shock or disgust viewers. Content that exploits children in any way. That's the one concern that they're trying to point out. But at the same time, I honestly disagree with them because of the fact that they basically are going off on this whole Steam issue about what they want the criteria to be for video games. And the biggest problem is they're forcing companies to abide by this in order to basically make a game that would be suitable for an audience of fucking yuppies.
That was a year ago.
Yeah. So they're basically trying to stop the racism, but unfortunately it can't be stopped. You cannot stop. they cannot stop the racism. They can't stop the hate. They can't stop this simply because you basically angered a person who had about enough of what is going on. Steam rules updated prohibits content that violates the rules set forth by payment processors and banks. And this is the problem. It's the payment processors and banks.
Okay, so I'm reading this. It was a loyalty oath.
Yeah. And they're forcing it upon people to basically, if you don't follow this, you get your benefits taken away.
That's when I say that the ADL can try all they can. They can suck my dick.
Yeah. That's the problem.
And that's the problem. Officially, can eat my ass.
And that's the problem. This was not brought up in any set of things by a lot of people, because they don't. The fact that I'm surprised that the so-called people, like, for example, Hassan never brought this up. Why didn't he never brought this up?
Taking that communist seriously.
Yeah, he never brought it up, nor did he care to, because no one knows why this is happening. And yet they're so abrupt about the Israel and everything.
Oh,
these protesters.
Oh, no wonder the teacher was Palestinian.
Yeah. And they're trying to force it upon her to be loyal to one country. In the United States. Yeah.
I mean, the same country is pretty much bombing the hell out of my people. I mean, I would not.
Yeah, and it's a very it's like very contradicting and very condescending too. And it's just like, I really don't get why these people do this. It's stupid.
No. The thing is, the reason why they do this, it's, well, religious reasons, partly. Because, well, America being a Christian nation, how do I say this? Leaflet said it better than I would actually do. But, the simping is a bit out of control.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And that's the problem. Like, this is the type of shit
last I heard, it was supposed to be America first. I seen America first.
Yeah.
In the case of America.
Yeah, and of course, America is just now. We're basically helping out another country that had nothing to do with us, and yet they're somehow involved with us for some weird reason, and people think we're involved with them, and it's like, I don't know about that. But the problem is, we don't want to be racist. We don't want to be, and the thing is, that's the problem. You don't call out this shit. You just basically just bitch and moan at a. Like, especially like the Palestinians, they were basically going after a voice actress and a VTuber, but they don't even bother to question why all this is happening, and they don't bother to bring up these issues. They just basically attack the issue and not even bother to understand why this issue is being escalated in the first place, and yet they're trying to tell me, of all people, that I don't understand what's going on. Well, I can tell you this right now. You guys don't even know what the fuck you're doing. And it's like the banks are in control, because the banks are trying to dictate, oh, this is wrong. We can't have this type of content being on there anymore. And it's like, okay, fine. The same thing, but with fighting terrorism, protecting children, and combating other hot topics and social tell issues. Which it's just basically what they're doing. A mass surveillance, ID requirements, and banks being able to control what you buy. I'm sorry, what? And that's the thing, like, that's the thing that people need to understand. The bank should not get involved in what you purchase. Why should the bank be involved in what I should purchase? If I want to buy something that's going to incriminate me, I'll buy something that will incriminate me. It's the same thing as people buying moonshine, but they pay in cash. But of course but if I decided to pay in credit cards or whatever the fuck, you pretty much deny me the right to buy that item, because it's illegal to buy moonshine because it was illegally produced. So this is what Savvy said, because this is what's going on with like, people just don't understand the issue with what the UN is trying to do. They're trying to control the people's purchasing power, their buying power of what they want to buy. If they want the US, American, French, whatever industry to survive, then they need to produce something good. They need to produce something good. Why trend all these Japanese shops, not safe work sites, to have suspended using Visa and MasterCard if they don't bend the knee? You claim recently it wasn't you doing it. Why are you letting potential third party stop businesses for you? No one believes you when you say you aren't the ones putting out the censorship requests. Visa and MasterCard, however, will happily service the American entertainment industry, full real-life predators, though, and let you buy a subscription full of exact content they demand they get censored in Japan. You might be thinking, Sabi, why don't they just use their own payment processor? Why can't I buy what I want to import it? This is an important international business too. You might be thinking their payment processor are safe. Sony payment processor, Japan's largest payment processor, majority owned Blackstone, and American companies. Some Japanese banks are also being influenced by American regulations and rules. Elon Musk, why are payment processors hindering creativity and shutting shops and demanding censorship? We could really use some eyes on the situation because it's getting worse. Because the new requirements follow decisions in late years by MasterCard stop allowing cards to be used on Pornhub. Like, this is kind of the other thing. Pornhub thing was truly something people needed to listen to fully to understand what has happened. Pornhub is the only website being targeted so harshly because the previous owners didn't have enough safeguarding. The new one who bought it just wanted to peddle their verification software and have done a good job cleaning it up. Yeah, and this is the thing. This is what's going on. The payment processors are not giving you the freedom to purchase what we want. And it is kind of sad that a lot of companies in Japan are under attack because of the not safe for work stuff that they sell is being attacked by the payment processors, the people who are the banks, who own the money, who own the bank, who own the card that they use. And I think it's kind of wrong to do this because this is kind of the thing. I don't think it's a good idea to do because not only are you you're also infringing on the rights of human beings who buy this stuff. So you're telling people, no, you're not going to buy this. And this is the problem. The problem, why do corporations keep listening to feminists and organizations like this? Who are they? Who are the darn powerful? Like, this is called the Collective Shout, a grassroots campaign movement against objectification of women and sexualization. And they came from Austral. Oh, God. These people. Australia. Yeah, because there has to be a way to make money off of this. There has to be a way to garnish the freedom that people want to purchase what they want. I'm getting sick and tired of the fact that there are companies out there that are trying to basically sabotage another. Like, I feel this is sabotage. This is hindering the business of a business. This is torturous interference of a business. This is something that should be argued against Visa and MasterCard, that this is torturous interference. Why should a Visa dictate something like this unless this has something to do with protecting children or something that has to do with the fact that is this really doing more good than harm? The problem is, I get that they're concerns about children, but is this really necessary? Because I remembered an argument a long time ago by a African transgender man known as Pepe, bringing up a point that even if you take away all the gay stuff and everything, the children will still not be safe. Even if you get rid of homosexuality, children will not be safe. Because there's always going to be someone that will take advantage of them. And that's pretty much what I feel like this is This is just pretty bad.
Make just protest. What's keeping y'all?
Yeah, Japan should really protest this and basically tell them to fuck off. Because I'm sorry, this is hindering business. This is hindering progress. This is hindering a lot of things that are happening within the industry that should be addressed. Because if people are if you don't want that type of stuff to be on there, and because you feel that it's objectifying women in some way, where's the evidence? Where's the proof? Oh yeah, this is basically, you have evidence of a person that's basically saying mean things online to you. That's your proof. No, that's someone disagreeing with you. That's not proof at all. And I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm sorry if I'm really upset about this, because this is something that is, and of course everyone's talking about the VTards, the new edgy, VTuber group.
Fuck on the beat. Oh right, you were talking about it yesterday.
Yeah. the VTards, like one of the members, nine Katsu Nines. So yeah, they're trying to bring that up. I don't know. Like, these are the new edgy. Here they are, the VTards.
Hitsura Nines.
Yeah. Yeah, the edgy VTubers online.
Thought they would have thought that they would make a who would have thought that they would make a VTuber agency more unhinged than Face Connect?
Yeah. More edgy, more yeah, this is one of them with the
Nachisumiku.
yeah, now it's Nachisumiku.
Hi, I'm your adorable red-haired angel with a heart overflowing with hate. I mean love. Kitchen Fuda.
Yeah, okay, with hate, I mean love. Like, it's so ridiculous. Like, this is the shit that we gotta deal with.
See, I want to see how far this shit goes.
Yeah. I get
So I'm not opposed to her. So I'm not opposed to her being a VTuber.
Yeah.
I want to see how far this shit goes.
Yeah, because it'd be funny to see how this shit will go, because I know that they're doing this.
That go.
Yeah.
The TV is for the rampage.
Yeah.
Oh wow, look at me. I'm a pro LARPer. I'm not like base and uphill. Okay. So they're right here making fun of Shando.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, I don't even hate Shando.
I thought that Floyd. I thought that Floyd, who actually base faces and more bagging, you don't get my way. You didn't have to cut me off. You didn't have to cut me off. There's somebody that I used to know.
Yeah, stop gooning, it's Jewish. Yeah, and this is founded by a key, this girl, the base VTuber girl. And it's like, yeah, this is what we're dealing with. This is what this is the content that people want. This is the type of content that they think this is going to be funny. Saturn Senshi.
I think it's working.
Yeah, Warhammer Fanatic.
So it's not, honestly, it's working.
Yeah. Oh god. Oh god, furry shit. Furry shit.
When you go be cover.
Yep.
Dice porra. Think I'll ban me and have all my money.
Mm-hmm. This is kind of the ridiculous thing about her, is that she's like, this is what what you're gonna be dealing with, edgy VTuber humor. This is what we're dealing with, ladies and gentlemen. Edgy VTuber humor at your own expense, ladies and gentlemen. This is
rather edgy.
Yeah. Edgy VTuber stuff.
I would rather edgy VTuber stuff over the boring shit, so.
Yeah. I swear to God, this is what we're dealing with. Because people are sick and tired. Like, I get, like, people are sick and tired of the stuff that's been ruined for the sake of righteousness. Like that's the thing. That's VTards for you. The VTuber group that's been introduced to basically represent the right wing.
I'm going to the center right.
Yeah, this is the argument that people are basically saying. Leave the illegal immigrant rapists alone.
Funny.
Yeah.
You actually, you have to have a, there's actually a bit of a, hunt for illegal immigrants here.
Yeah, no.
Mostly Asians or Dominicans.
Yeah, they've been. I heard about it.
I sincerely hope that my boy Danny is legal because he's Dominican. He moved here a couple of years ago.
Did he apply for citizenship?
I hope so. I mean, if he's legal, he has nothing to worry about. If he isn't, well, he's cut. He might as well apply.
Yeah.
You might as well apply the legal way. So one of the incentives is you get deported with $1,000. $1,000. This is going to mainland too. $1,000, and try again when you want to go the legal way.
The legal route. I get it.
Yeah, because for some reason this is also pissing off the people who actually had to apply the legal way for legal citizenship.
Yeah, and that's the sad part. Like, a lot of citizens are a little bit upset with him about this because it's like people who were citizens are no longer citizens.
No, you mean the people who
applied for citizenship are
it's making it a lot harder. Yeah, it's actually gonna be it's actually gonna be harder.
Yeah,
thanks to the illegals.
Yeah, because they kind of ruined it for everybody, especially what's going on. Like, I really feel bad that. And I'm sorry if I'm bringing up politics, guys, but we'll talk about anime. We'll talk about anime because this is just kind of the thing that I'm mostly trying to get to the point of right now. I know that this game is coming out soon, in case you're wondering. Let me see if I can show it to you guys. This is the game Hunter x Hunter Neon Impact, which is coming out.
Hunter.
Yeah, Hunter x Hunter is coming out on Steam, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, limited edition box set, and official website. Like, this is basically the fight. It's a fighting game, but it's like a.
Of course, Art says, "Oh, dude. Speaking of." After this, let me send you something that Reb talked about the guilty about the
Guilty Gear engine.
No, it wasn't Guilty Gear. It was more like it was the new BlazBlue game.
Oh
wait, was it BlazBlue? Let me see.
BlazBlue.
Oh wait, it wasn't BlazBlue. It was either BlazBlue or Guilty Gear. I know it was. It was related to Bridget. Yeah, it was Guilty Gear.
Okay.
He's-
Yeah, because this is pretty much the gameplay footage that they have for it. I think it looks okay for what it's worth. It looks like it's interesting, but I don't know if it's gonna be very good though. You can see right here what they're doing with the combos. Like all the characters have like combo attacks and everything. And this is why Arc System works. Yep, you're right. Hello?
Yeah, I'm looking.
Yeah.
I'm looking at that.
Pre-battle training mode you can record.
Yeah, I'm looking for the video.
Of Gone from Hunter X Hunter fighting game.
No.
How many isekai? Oh, here's another one. Mish Koyabaki's Dragon Maid, a lonely dragon wants to be loved. It just been released. Great. I wish I could have seen it.
Koyashi made Dragon back at it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sent you. Yeah, they sent you about Yeah, they sent you about how Reb they fired Reb for Wait, that was videos, throughs, and the fuck. Trying to remember crashing out. Yeah, it was on the.
This is my neighbors. My neighbors are overreacting to something. Their dogs were yelling. Ah, damn. That's just funny. Just my neighbors. Just my neighbors.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at that video, but was it yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, I can't even find it. Crap. I can't find it, but what the hell?
I'll tell you what.
I can't find it.
I'll tell you what, I'm gonna take a break. I'll be right back again. I gotta go take care of something. So
yeah, I can't find the video.
You can't find it?
No.
Right,
I found it. Yeah. Oh yeah, I found it. It was by Dr. Disaster. It was by Dr. Disaster.
Dr. Disaster. How long is it?
8 minutes. 9 minutes nearly.
Okay. I'll tell you what. I will show the video. Just link me the video.
Yeah, it's on the Guilty Gear sequel.
Okay.
pandering to the money is, man, Arxis, Arxis, you really want to stick? You really want to do this, huh? Okay.
What?
We can play that game.
What?
It's in your personal, bro.
All right, cool. Is this the video? Backfired, Guilty Gear nuked pandering to modern. Okay, we'll show this.
You are already defeated.
What is up, space pirates? This is your admiral, the certifiably suave Dr. Disaster.
Let's PlayStation.
And do you guys remember this crap from a few years ago?
Let's PlayStation. Japan.
Gear
Why the fuck do you have a thing for goddamn game consoles?
By retconning one of their own characters into being a trans person.
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
Sure, Jan.
This article from Bounding Into Comics from a few years ago tells us that Bridget, who was a DLC character in Guilty Gear Strive from previous games, was born in a village which believed that male twins were bad luck, so they raised him as a girl. Now, the creators jumped on the trans bandwagon to appeal to the modern audience. But as the article here explains, Japanese fans of the gaming series despise this change because it is an erasure of a common anime trope known as the trap, a young man that the audience and other characters in the story mistake for a chick.
He's a she. He's half man, half woman. What?
This wasn't the only attempt from Arc System Works to pander to that crowd. They also changed the character Testament into a non-binary person. In the description of this character here from Guilty Gear Strive, you can see that the devs describe Testament using they as a pronoun multiple times, whereas here is an old description of the character where they very clearly refer to Testament as a dude.
Oh, why are you like this?
Well, folks, the good news is that it looks like some karmic justice is being served up. As you can see here, word has just come out that the next Guilty Gear game has been cancelled. After years of pandering to that crowd, now they can see how games like Dragon Age the Veilguard and Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, both of which allowed themselves to be embroiled in LGBT controversies, they saw how those games failed miserably, and now Arc System Works wants to distance itself from a stupid trend that gamers do not like at all. They're running away from it.
Oh my god! Okay, it's happening! Everybody stay calm!
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm!
Get the hell out of here!
Yeah.
Yeah.
You showed me the other one. Rev was the company that doesn't want your money anymore. So Makeshift dropped it, Rev. That's the other one.
Yeah. Yeah, they did.
Hey, what's up, guys? Over here. So today we're going to be doing a little bit of a rant. I'm sorry for the morning voice. I just got up. I slept in. I'm sorry. Gomenasai. I'm so sorry. But today we're going to be talking about Makeshift, a company that this channel has worked with to a very great level of success, but unfortunately they have turned Judas and backstabbed ya boy Rev and my wife as well. So Makeshift is a company that makes plushies, and we've done many successful campaigns with this company, including the original Rev plush that sold over 1,200 units. Yeah, very successful campaign. And my wife, by example, she's done 4 campaigns, Darling Straub, and I've done 3, which were joint campaigns alongside her. And we've made this company, in this initial campaign alone, 6 figures in sales. Okay? Yeah. We've made Makeshift a lot of money. Okay? And looking at some of the comments, well, we've been dropped. Yup, Makeshift dropped me and my wife, leaving this Discord message to Straub saying, "Hi Straub, thanks so much for reaching out. Remember blank introducing us a few months back. Makeshift has grown a lot since we first partnered working together. And as we continue to partner with a wider range of brands and creators, we've had to be more mindful of how our campaigns reflect our values. As a part of that, we've been moving away from working with creators whose content falls on the edgier side. Given your close association with Rev, we decided not to move forward with another campaign at this time. I understand this may be disappointing, and I want to emphasize..."
Okay, this is kind of stupid. I kind of agree with Rev on this one. Your association with Rev is... Like, this is what they said. "Hi, Strawberry. Thanks for reaching out. Remember, introducing us to a few months. Makeshift has grown a lot since we first started working together, and we'll continue to partner with a wide range of brands and creators. We had to be more mindful of how our campaigns reflect our values. As part of that, we've been moving away from the working with creators who content falls on the edgier side. Given the close association with Rev, we decided to not move forward with another campaign at this time. I understand may be disappointing, but I want to emphasize this isn't personal at all. We sincerely wish you the best in your continued growth as a creator." So basically, they're saying that your association with Rev, they're married. How the fuck?
Yeah.
Are you that retarded there at Makeshift? Are you really that fucking retarded with the PR words and everything? It just shows how mindful. I hate that word. It just, like, these words that they do in PR is just so retarded. It makes you fucking look oh yeah, these words are, yeah, like, people think I'm stupid. It's like, just because I disapprove of their wording.
We're supposed to be professional.
Oh yes, we're supposed to be professional about this. But I want you to know that you should have said her husband. But given your close association with Rev, we decided to not move forward with another campaign at this time. I understand maybe disappointed. Like, they're married. Yes, we understand close association. You're not actually talking like a real human being here. You're acting like a fucking robot Gibby. This is the fucking reason why business like this, Makeshift, is gonna probably burn in a blaze of glory because they did something this retarded. I understand you care about your image and everything, but Rev did, like, what did Rev do? What did Rev do to piss you off? Oh, it's because people online are complaining about Rev. Because Rev said some controversial things. There's a lot of people that have said controversial things. What's your point? Donald Trump says some controversial shit. What's your point? Even Hassan says some controversial things. What's your point? And he's still on Twitch. What's your point?
Yeah, if it's someone else, guess who's getting banned? If you say the same shit Hassan says.
Yeah.
Mr. Choice
Isn't
Appetizer.
personal at all.
Yeah.
We sincerely wish you the best in your continued growth
as
a creator.
Out there sucking Hamas's dick.
Amazing, guys.
Yeah.
Thank God it's not
right.
personal. You're just firing my wife by association. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's guilt by association.
Basically.
And it's like, okay, so you're basically saying guilt by association by saying that Rev, you really have gone too far with this bullshit. This PR warding is not. This is not organic. This is made by some sociopath who can't seem to figure out what the fuck they're doing. And making up excuses as they go. And it makes me upset that sometimes people do this stuff. I get it. Like they don't want to associate with Rev over his content that he makes. But that's because of the fact that there are people out there that have some really bad takes and some really bad ways of handling things in the community, especially within VTubing or anime, which Rev was known for his clips that he do, his edits. That's what Rev was known for.
I kind of miss those days.
Yeah, I kind of miss those days when Rev was just like he just edits memes and people just enjoy watching those memes. But instead, he evolved and decided to go into the VTubing sphere of commentary. And I get it that people don't like this type of content. But when it comes down to it, that's the only content he's doing, because he has done some great things with his content. But when it comes down to it, I guess some people are just ruining the fun of the community by being assholes about themselves and just making bullshit up as they go and still get away with this shit. Hell, there's some people that want to take it out on me because they think I got away with some shit. Yeah, I apologize, man. This is bullshit. Are you back?
I left, actually.
Okay. Yeah, because I had to restart the Discord because I was having issues with it.
Yeah, the update.
Yeah, because they had the anime weekend of to talk about a lot of stuff that happened, and the news and everything is pretty slow. And I'm honestly hoping that, all right, so Dan had already premiered. I might watch it later. Clipitest's season premiere. Might watch that too. Crunchyroll reveals the Water Magician anime English dubcast. Megazone 23 anime gets a murder mystery card game. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, they're also doing a they're also doing a redo of what's the name of this one? Hell Teacher Nube.
Ah, Hell Teacher Nube.
Yes.
Sensei Nube.
Hell Teacher Jigoku Sensei Nube.
Yeah. Which was already premiered. And people
Golden Kamuy has a final arc. Wow! Wait, there's a final arc of Golden Kamuy already? Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I only saw the first season.
Then they already released several movies of it. That's what the movie was for. To continue on with the next series. So they could have money left to make a new project. Tubi adds Tai Chi Chaser anime with different dub of last 13 episode updated. So they had the Japanese animated series premiered in Korea in 2007. Tubi added the Tai Chi Chasers, Tai Chi. Oh yeah, they decided not to show the 4Kids Entertainment did not dub the final 13th episode of the season of the show. Zaki Paul, created the creative director for the dub of Tubi's release, was not involved with the 4Kids Entertainment dub of the first 2 seasons of the anime. NNN has reached into Tao Animation to verify the legality of the streamed videos. Zaki Paul previously released 13 episodes with English subtitles and low quality video on Amazon Prime in 2022. So yeah, which was like a Saturday mornings series that they had it for 4Kids.
I never heard of it, actually.
Yeah, it only premiered in the mornings. Which, I heard about this anime, but I wasn't really into it. It was just not something for me. In the early 2000s. Like, it came out in 2007. And...
Okay.
Yeah. Which the only thing that they aired in 2007 was like the only thing that was popular was Cartoon Network. And
what was this on?
It was probably on Fox.
Mm.
When Fox was still around.
Oh, this okay. So this must have been on Toonside.
Yeah.
Okay, so it ends out that 39 episodes are on Internet Archive.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh God.
It says
you don't want to. You heard the news, right? Lazarus Anime is nominated for an Emmy for opening theme song.
okay, so this is English. 27 to 39 is Cantonese with English cast on TV Hong Kong and Daily Animation.
And it's on Tubi. Is it also?
No,
is there a Spanish version of this?
No, this is on the. No, this is actually the. This is actually on Internet Archive.
Okay. Oh God! So, Mappa. So Seiichiro Watanabe's Mappa Lazarus Anime nominated for Emmy for opening theme song. I didn't like it. I did not like it.
All right, so okay, so this is from Korea.
Yep, this is a Korean animation.
And in the dub, they actually get the foreign names.
Yep. Madoka Magica.
Another movie.
Yep, another movie with a German-ish name.
Book is not rising.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Walpurg is not that. It's basically it's German for Walpurg is night.
Yeah. Which is, what if she was the bad girl in this whole anime?
Okay, so this was on Toonside regarding Tachi Chasers.
Yep.
It's notable for deviations from the usual card game show formula in the cards. The Taichi characters, which surprisingly for a 4Kids show, are kept foreign, add more spells, weapons, and techniques, and that historic Tagoras and evil Tagonoids fight each other instead of rely on monsters. Okay. The Korean... The English version only stops at season 2, which ended on a cliffhanger. Season 3 will see an unofficial subtitled version created by a fan of the series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The third episode, you have to watch it online.
Yeah.
Because it ends up, it never got dubbed.
Yeah, so here's another thing that came up.
Rumiko Takahashi's Mao Manga Girls.
Yeah,
Mao.
Gets a TV adaptation by Sunrise next spring, which used to be known as Sunrise. Now they're Bandai Namco Filmworks, which they rebranded.
Of course.
Because I kind of miss Sunrise because they were always the best with their productions. But,
so according to TV tropes, Vortex was actually the replacement of Toonside. The block ended with a Yu-Gi-Oh! Marathon.
Ah.
Oh wow! So basically, it was So basically, the block only lasted 2 years. It ended in 2014.
Mm-hmm.
This was the final traditional Saturday morning block that didn't focus on educational programming.
Mm-hmm.
Anticlimax. The final broadcast of Vortex was treated as a normal broadcast with no fanfare or advertisement whatsoever. End of an age. The Vortex wasn't the last program to block to air cartoons on Saturday mornings. It was the last traditional block to premiere new and exclusive shows. Last of its kind.
Yep, it was the last of its kind back then.
Okay, so they had WWE.
Mm-hmm. That's what took over the block until then.
No, the block was in there too.
Yep. So I gotta say, I'm impressed with Mao. I think I'll watch it.
I mean, it's sort of the same people who did.
Inuyasha.
It's some same people who did. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to because Rumiko Takahashi.
Yeah, director of Yashihime Princess Half Demon, which I never got to see.
Yashihime Usayatsura.
But I know that the creator did Yayatsura, Mexico, Mason Ikuko, and Mermaid Saga, which I did see. Rumuki Theater, which I did see a few episodes. Ranma 1/2, that is the longest series. I have to find all the Blu-ray discs for it or the DVDs because I had the first DVD, including the OVA movies. And Inuyasha, that's another one that that's like the longest running series, somewhat. But Ranma 1/2 was also one that I need to get. I know they're making a season 2. It's already out, probably out on Netflix, but that's pretty much what's going on. I wish I could make some more better content for this, but most people don't send me anything. They try to send me some interesting stuff, but there's certain things that are like, oh well.
Guess who owns 4Kids?
Who?
Saban.
Saban Entertainment? Yeah.
Yeah, that's Saban.
Yeah.
The bottom.
The Power Ranger Yeah, because Saban right now is just desperate for their... Oh, great. Celebrating its 30th anniversary of Gundam Wing, the first ever appearance at Seattle Comic-Con. The first two episode 1 through 10 in English dub series Mobile Suit Gundam is available on Gundam Info YouTube channel.
Is this shit? Alfred Kahn founded Contagious Entertainment. Okay, so the watch car. You know what's funny? I actually did see this show.
Yeah.
Yeah, Power Battle Watch Car, which is a Korean animation that has cars battling each other. And guess who sponsors them?
Who?
Hyundai, the car brand.
Hyundai, yeah.
For real, the cars themselves, they're named after the Korean models of Hyundai cars.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, one of the models was called Genesis.
Jesus.
Well, one of the kids, yeah, that's in Genesis. Yeah, Hyundai.
I gotta go take care of something. I'll be right back, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm gonna go put it into commercials.
Part.
Oh, you can put some.
I think I made the characters more attractive by not revealing their sexuality overtly. Repressing it actually made them more sexual.
Here's the situation. The G-Canceler's offline, so we're gonna have to go out and repair it ourselves.
Go outside?
That's risky.
Maybe I should get behind and push.
Altogether, I made the characters more lifelike and more clearly defined. This helped the voice actresses get into their characters.
My favorite all-time anime is like stuff that nobody's heard of because I saw this in Korean actually. It's Roses of Versailles. I really enjoyed the art. It's very high stylized.
For me, the thing I liked the best about it was that it brought my whole family together.
I don't really have a favorite because they're all just amazing.
It's a lot different than American animation. I mean, American animation is like just for kids, and that really annoys me.
My brother likes it, and my sister-in-law likes it.
When I'm doing animation, my life is an expression of my work. My work is my life. I truly live for animation.
This is my pet rock milker.
I'm supposed to be a cabot, which is a half cat, half rabbit.
And this is Rio Oki.
And I'm supposed to turn into a spaceship. This kit is running for $80, and we do sell a lot of them.
The modeling is another big, fandom in Japan.
Some people prefer to paint them and build the kit themselves.
One of the things is these cute girls.
And some don't know how to paint. This kit is one of my favorite. It's high in details. The quality is really good. Very sexy, well built.
I think animation is an old-fashioned medium because it's still based on paper and cells.
Anime is not so much a genre as it is a way of making movies.
What's distinctive about anime is that all the art is hand-drawn.
In Japan, animation is the filmmaking industry.
Production may become more computerized, but the drawing will still be done by hand because it depends so much on individual artistry.
The first image I had of animation was Disney, and then mysteriously, I got my own vision.
You have to be both artist and engineer. Personally, I lean towards the artistic side.
The most attractive thing in animation is doing non-reality, but in a realistic style.
I think if we produce anime that we like, then the public will like it too.
In text, ooh means you're crying in Chinese. Ha ha ha. In Thai means you're laughing. Whenever you want Thai line by line in text, I don't know if you're laughing or crying.
Okay, so it's
blame
known
them
as
'cause we're all,
Ridge
like,
Racers
underage kids,
in
and that doesn't even
English.
sound like fan base. It's literally only
According
because
to
their audience
Contagious.
are all fucking Twitter Chinese.
Vegeta, I wanted to pound that ass for a long time. Let me get into that ass. Alright, make it quick. Oh my, that is really big.
Snake, are you okay? Snake? Snake!
You are watching Anime Night hosted by JT Vega and his co-host Striker Red Live on Kick. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Follow us on social media for interesting anime you never ever seen or heard of before. Thanks for watching.
Can I put my balls in your jaws? Balls in your jaws. Can I? Can I? Can I? Can I? Can I put my balls in your jaws? Oh! Balls in your jaws. Can I? Can I? Can I? Can I?
Shark, shit, piss, god damn it, anime VTuber, fuck!
You've done well so far, but up until now I've only been using a mere 5% of my power. Now let's see how well you fare against my Biden blast!
That freak! I can't even pick myself up and we haven't even put a dent in him.
To find something that you want and something that interests you.
It really is limited only by the vision of the artist and of the director. You can basically create anything because it's pretty much as easy to draw a guy sitting alone in a room as it is to draw, a spaceship that's 20 miles long.
Like the misconception that surrounds its name, the majority of anime produced is a far cry from the aggressive, futuristic, woman-hating visions that we see in Europe. A necessary variety when 20% of programs on Japanese commercial television are animated.
The manga in this country or Europe is much more sci-fi than in my country. My country has more comedy things, more general, our home life, general life.
This preconception was established by the critically acclaimed and popular release of Akira in 1990. To an audience unfamiliar with this kind of filmmaking, Akira defined anime, a definition reinforced by subsequent releases.
Good morning, Manga Entertainment.
When we started the market, as I said, we went for that youth culture because the first film we had was Akira, and that by definition is the sort of the godfather of manga, it's the Blade Runner of manga, and that's the thing that moved it forward. So it would be ridiculous if you started a ball rolling in one particular genre to cut it immediately to go for cookery or for sport or for something else. If we had a hit with a sci-fi film, same as the record industry, you do a rap record, you wouldn't follow it up with river dancing or something.
I can't really blame the companies for that because they need to create a market. The current base which they work on is video sales, which is primarily a male consumer industry.
Each month, about 100 new anime products appear on Japanese television, film, and video, generating between 100 and 160 million pounds.
Yep. How's it going? I'm back. Ugh.
We got 2 more viewers, actually.
Oh, great. How's it going? Listen, I'm sorry. We were just, I had to take a short break from it. I had to take care of something. It was real life stuff, so I had to take care of that. Anyways, there's been a lot of stuff going on. What you missed? Well, we found out that the vending machine anime is coming out soon for the 2nd season. And a lot of stuff has happened. Ah, man. Would be great to see that one. Oh yeah, they're making memes of the Nikkei characters. I thought it'd be funny to show this.
See that?
Yeah, they made the Nikkei character from Doom. And they're just like,
Play the game in a while. Holy shit!
like, yeah, people are just making.
Oh, Aleg. Aleg.
Yeah. Yeah. She was,
Damn.
yeah.
Where's Rappy going? Well. Oh God, why am I surprised? You know, it's been a while since I've actually played that game. Holy shit!
Oh man. Let's see what.
I mean, yeah. By the way, in the case of Aleg, she's an explosion specialist.
Boom.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So so basically she blows shit up.
Yeah. And she's like one of those. She's big. She's thick. And she'll blow up shit.
Oh yeah. Very much so.
I think this is a really good. This is a really good art that someone did. Oh yeah, Fight Card Vanguard. Oh,
What the fuck is this Tekken collab that went to shit?
I don't know.
Okay, so a collaboration DLC with Atelier Yumiya.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so a collaboration DLC of Atelier Yumiya regarding Reina from Tekken and the main character from Atelier Yumiya. And it's literally a wig and her shirt. That's it. That's fucking pathetic, actually.
Oh God, no. They're making another Mortal Kombat movie.
Lord.
Yeah.
Wait. What?
Yeah.
Seriously? No.
Yeah, and this is the poster for it of Kano. And Cole Young is like, this is Cole Young.
The fucking game.
Yeah, and this is Shao Kahn with a what looks like to be a dominatrix outfit, a male dominatrix outfit. And this is Kung Lao. Like, I wish they would have done better.
You get away from me! Ew!
Yeah.
Get away from me, Satan!
I know.
Ugly ass bald Asian? Hell no.
Oh yeah, this is the beanbag sleeper thing that they're talking about. That's like worth about. It's an expensive price too. Like this is by 4Gamers, but they're selling this Snorlax plushie that you can lay on this thing.
Damn.
Yeah, and I know they sell it, like, this is like a special place to hang out, I guess. But this is for kids, though. I swear, they're just bringing out, like, this I have to admit, this is pretty interesting. A lottery simulator will be placed in a good shop. Okay, so this is a shop that's called... Because they're trying to sell the Snorlax shopper to 2,000 people to buy that little... what looks like to be a bed, but it's like one of those like beanbag where you can actually sleep on it. Sleep on his belly and sleep on it.
Cool, actually.
Yeah.
I would.
You would buy it? It's really expensive though. It's I think it's like $200 to $400.
Not much of a difference. I mean, I got a queen size bed.
Yeah.
Might need a smaller bed, but
yeah, it's like that's pretty much what you would expect from that. I'm pretty sure any Pokemon fan would buy it. Oh yeah, the wrestler. She went to the Sega event. The Sega store in Tokyo opened. Yeah, she's Haruko Shida. That's the wrestler that from ADW.
Hikaru Shida.
Yeah.
Okay.
But she's also in the Joshi.
Joshi put out so okay.
Yeah, Joshi Purushi. It's like yeah. Yeah, pro wrestler, an actor from Japan, Maki Project. All Elite Wrestling. Yeah, I remember. I felt bad for her because she was like trapped in the U.S. for years. She couldn't go back to Japan. All she could do is work.
Now you got saying that
she puts up a good show. She puts up a good show. That's the thing. Like that's what matters. Is people want to put her out in a good. Like this is her. But she hangs out with. But the funny thing is, she hangs out with Kenny Omega.
She's from AEW.
Yep. Okay, Craig McCracken on what made the 90s cartoons influential. Cartoonists were allowed to make cartoons. I agree. Because if he wouldn't have been allowed to make cartoons, he wouldn't have made these shows.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, like
if they took Craig. Yeah, they told Craig do what you want, whatever.
Yeah.
Let him cook.
Let him cook. Let him smoke the cocaine and try to create something.
Snort cocaine.
Yeah.
You don't smoke that unless it's crack.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Shit.
私は熟女を愛してやまない。20代では足りぬ。30代ではまだまだ未熟。だが魂を震わせるのは40を超えた女たちだ。諸君。
Okay, this is gonna be interesting.
私は熟女を愛してやまない。
Alright, this is gonna be interesting. But tomorrow there's a camper. There's a huge camper meeting where I live.
女たちだ。諸君、聞け。私は
I had to follow her because she's like this determined lady that just despite the fact that she's She's just
women,
funny.
40.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, we like older women.
Yeah.
MILF.
She's funny. I can't help but laugh at her. But she's a big gal. That's what you would expect.
That though.
Yeah. Very thick. Oh yeah, they're doing. She was like watching G kicks, and I'm just like, oh god. Yep. We're gonna be seeing it. It's confirmed. Chainsaw Man, the movie, Rezark, new visual, will come out September 19, 2025.
Fucking go, son!
The anime adaptation Rezark, Volume 6 and 7, a popular battle action manga by Tazuki Fujimoto.
You know, yeah, I found out that Reina Ueda is going to be voicing the Rese.
Okay.
Yeah, she yeah, I mean, she's pretty. Let's just say that she's pretty unhinged.
That's interesting. She'll probably fit in very well.
Yeah. Yeah, she there's a video by Ray Joker about her. Basically, this is that she has a hand fetish. Yeah, a hand fetish. And she did a character's one that was Akane from Gridman.
the Roman helmet guy. Live in your most privatized society in history. The Roman helmet.
I mean, to be honest with you, Catplay was in fact propaganda from Ted Turner.
It was.
Because
it was.
It was flat out propaganda.
But it had its good moments.
And then you had the theme song, Captain Planet.
Captain
He's a hero.
Gonna
He's
take
going
pollution down to zero. He's the power of planet side. I can't remember the rest. I can't even seem to remember. He's gonna take pollution down to zero.
I will say though, between Tatai and Linka, I'll be honest with you. Best girl in that show was Linka, the blonde. Yeah. The blonde Russian, honestly. I mean, G was also good, but Linka, well, you know. Hey, the other one next to that's Dorothy. Let's just say the bitch is unhinged.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely fucking unhinged.
It is true. Well, that's cool. So I gotta. There's not much going on. Captain Ultra. Let's go! I can't believe they're bringing out Mortal Kombat 2 as a movie. And yeah, I'm kind of disappointed because the first one was not okay. They're not gonna bring in Johnny Cage in that movie, and that's the thing. Like, where's Johnny Cage in this film? Because in the first one he was in the Mortal Kombat tournament, and then they took him out. And then he came back in part 2, and then in part 3 he came back, and it was like, it does not make any sense anymore. Yeah. Man, these cosplay girls are definitely putting out the memes for this. I have to admit, they're not holding back on the cosplay memes.
A 5090. Fucking hell. The problem with the 5090 is, well, let's just say that it has some issues right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I know it's not really the AI isn't really good at upscaling very well. Because people are calling it fake frame rate.
You know what's the only thing I legit remember from? You know what I legit remember about the Captain Planet series?
What?
Linka's brother being a crack addict. They did a crack episode.
Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah, that one episode where Linka's brother dies. Our pass. I am the leader of the disabled community. You keep saying retard.
Yeah.
Damn it, Ricky!
You got us again.
Ricky. Never change, bro.
Never change, man. Never change.
Unfortunately, you're Canadian, so...
I'm
has never kissed anyone before. Expecting tongue.
Yeah. I don't know what to tell you guys, but this is kind of crazy. We're looking at Anime News Network because Anime News Network has news, but then again, I'll have to go look up the other one. Trending.
I said the doom scrolling. Well,
yeah, we're all doom scrolling because we're scrolling for the doom of 100-meter anime film reveals the main visual. I actually saw the trailer to this before. I thought it was pretty good, but at the same time, it's like you could tell they did something with this thing, and the fact that they animated it this way was kind of weird. Like, you could tell they rotoscoped this. They rotoscoped the backgrounds and everything.
Kenji Iwaisawa, Rikesuke Kojima, as character designer Keikaku Yamaguchi,
yep.
And Hiroaki Satsumi, alias sometimes has a film in Russia, music composer. Rock and Roll Mountain is in charge. Okay, so official Hige Dandism is working on this. These are the guys who did the first opening for Spy Family.
Mm-hmm. And you can see right here that this guy basically.
I mean, if you guys are going to be complete about rotoscope, I mean, Chainsaw Man also has it.
Yeah, it has it too. That's true. And you can tell, like, this is rotoscoped. Some of it's, like, rotoscoped. Some of it's, like, just... Half of it's, like, 3D animation.
Man, people complain about AI. People complain about 3D animation. People complain about everything. Fucking hell.
I don't think it's a bad anime, even though it's going to be like a movie that they're trying to create just to talking about an inspirational story about a guy who has a gift for running.
Not based on sports anime, so
yeah, basically it's a rivalry story, but I thought it was interesting to see. Let me see, what is this one? Oh god, not him. I'm not gonna talk about him.
Oh.
Yeah. Snowball Earth Mega gets an anime.
Team Beckles. Calls Dandadan a once a decade anime.
Destroyed the battle to survive the CA pod. After 8 years of cold sleep, escaped the pod finally lands on Earth. But when Tetsuya emerges, he finds the world in ruins, entirely frozen beneath the blanket of ice and snow. Snowball Earth. What happened was humanity. How did the planet freeze over? And will Tetsuya be able to keep his last promise to Yuriko? That's sad.
Yukio. So Tetsuo. Okay, so Yukio was destroyed in battle and Tetsuo survived an escape pod. Okay, so this.
Yeah.
Oh.
So they basically are living in the ice age of the planet being in the ice age. So he's trying to survive the ice age.
This reminds me a bit of Girls Last Tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one with that's the one with the two girls who are trying to survive the nuclear winter.
Let me see about this one. I gotta look at this one. I can't show you the. I would watch this. It's not an I hope it's not a. I hope it's a fantasy, not an isekai. Nope, this is an isekai.
We have enough of those as it is.
Yeah,
Shit.
so yeah, I know. It's like I want a generic fantasy.
That's just an assassin or at least a hero.
Yeah. And that's what pisses me off. It's like they always bring out the isekai animes. And it's like
I mean, every season needs the isekai slop.
Yep.
Yeah, slop is a fucking boss word now.
Yeah, because they always seem to like the kind of guy who people forget is even there. He assumes the natural pays. He unassumes the nature pays off, though, in his entire class swept away by the fantasy world, and he slips easily into. Yep, it's an isekai, as the role is silenced in between his suspiciously high starting stats and too many details that don't fit. Akira is sure something is wrong, but digging into the royal secrets is a dangerous game. When Akira uncovers an evil scheme, he also makes powerful enemy, the very king who brought him into this world. With the help of an elven spirit medium, Amelia, can he find the power to set things right and get his revenge. So yeah, this is an isekai, and you can tell like they're borrowing the elements from Sailor Moon. with the cat with the little thing on their head.
Third eye. Yeah, third eye and shit.
Yeah, which is kind of the Sailor Moon thing with what's her name?
Luna.
Yep. I would watch that anime, but then again, it's like there's too many of it. Oh, of course, they're gonna bring out the Windbreaker live action adaptation, which will premiere. It's only in Japanese television that they're probably gonna put it out, and it's Warner Brothers Japan. Oh God, they're really gonna do this. Yeah, they're really gonna do this, guys. They're really gonna do this. Man, that is crazy. Hey, everybody, how's it going? Anyways, we're just talking about some stuff. It's just driving me crazy. I'm sorry if I should have said hello to you guys. Welcome to the show. Right now, I'm probably going to end the show soon, but to introduce myself, my name is JT. With me is Striker Red. We tend to talk about some shit. We tend to talk about anime. We tend to talk about politics. We tend to talk about some weird stuff.
Pretty much anything that comes out of our asses.
Yeah, pretty much anything that comes out of our asses. Anyways, that's pretty much what we're doing tonight. I might have to end this because it's getting late for me, and for him, he has to go to bed. And I got work tomorrow.
I mean, how'd you know? Yeah, it is 3 a.m. So
yeah, so we're gonna get out of here, and you guys have a good night. Thank you for watching. Anyways, leave a comment, leave a like, share this with everybody. We're just basically just two guys. Yeah, we're just two guys just having fun, chilling out, talking about some anime and shit, and just shit talk. That's all we do. Anyways, you have a good night. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
Keep your butt tight. Yeah.